Did you hear about the fire in the shoe factory?
No.
Many souls were lost.
I went down to Tesco's the other day. They had a fucking special on. He was the one pushing up the trolleys.
What has 2 wings and an arrow?
I don't know.
A Chinese telephone. Wing, wing, ow!
What does Senna and Pink Floyd have in common? Their last big hit was The Wall.
Oh.
Hit it, Marlon.
Good evening, scumbags.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Doghouse, the podcast that wants you to know you shouldn't kill yourself. Just testify against Boeing and someone else will do it for you.
Ding,
Nice.
ding, motherfuckers.
How's Keithing?
So, the website's pretty dead at the minute.
Bit quiet, innit?
Yeah.
Things are a bit chill.
So, just keep an eye out on the 1st.
Yep. Maybe something.
And there might be some things or some stuff.
There might be some things and some stuff on there. Who knows?
All right, new Patreon t-shirt. There's new t-shirts. There's new hoodies.
Yeah, boy! Flavor,
Yeah, it's going to be really good. They're fucking awesome.
Awesome designs. Yeah. We've knocked out apart this time, Marlon.
Embroidered. Amazing quality. How long did she say the units took to embroider?
Each one takes 45 minutes to embroider. Yep.
I mean, that tells you
Hell
the detail
yeah,
a little
brother.
bit there.
They're really, really smart. I'm really proud of the design. I sort of dreamed it up and did it and whatever else. And yeah, I think it's really fucking smart.
Yeah,
I went
I
for
love
like 80s, sort of like late 80s, early 90s kind of vibe. And yeah,
It's a bit basketball-y with the
it's a
shrinks
bit,
in.
I don't know. I really like it. It's probably one of my proudest achievements, I think. Not that's saying something because I've not really achieved fuck all in my life, but
It's fucking mint drive.
You were
Yeah.
on it.
Mint.
yeah, I think it's really
Yes.
smart, and I like the colorways.
Snazzy.
Yeah, it's definitely a good color for spring, and I think it really pops. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. So check out the website on the 1st. Keep your eyes fucking peeled. Patreons, don't worry, we're going to look after you first above everyone else. So don't worry, we'll there'll be something out on the Discord and on the Patreon to let you know what's going on. Yeah, awesome, that's cool. Speaking of Patrons, you fucking legends. Yeah, you're literally the only reason the show still goes and continues.
Without you, there'd be no power, no bear,
No bear,
no equipment,
no fuck all, no chairs.
nothing.
We just be sat in here shivering.
Cold.
Cold.
I don't know how I go without
beautiful,
my 1 pint a month.
massive, the biggest ever in our country.
I love the Patreons.
Yeah, so big up you guys, the patrons. If you're a patron, you can join the Discord. Madness, absolute chaos. That's always a good laugh.
Carnage,
And
fucking
porn.
scumbaggery.
Yeah, there's obscene amounts of just everything on there that you could ever want to see.
Saw some things I wish I
saw
could unsee.
I saw something coming out of a woman's butthole this week that I really didn't need to see, but you
and
know,
then her
I'm all,
butthole came out of her butthole.
I'm all the better for it. You know, her butthole came
Invigorated.
out. Yeah, and if you are a patron, you are automatically entered into what, Marlon?
The Pit Viper giveaway.
Which is next Thursday. You listen to this on Friday. It's the following Thursday. We'll be live on the what, Marlon?
on the YouTube channel.
We'll be there giving away pit,
Hello there, Dutch fans.
giving away pit vipers, having a grand old time. So yeah, you're automatically entered. If you're a Patreon, you've got to do nothing else. Just be a Patreon. You can join from as little as £1.25 a month, all the way out at £6. That'll get you 10% off the merch if you're a top tier Patreon, and that is going to pay dividends in a minute. And that will just bring our profit margins down even more. So yeah, join the Patreon basically.
Yeah, it's good shit. 2 pairs of Pit Vipers a month.
I know we are.
Have you got house insurance, Marlon?
Yes, thank you.
You're going to want to get it. That shelf is like fucking Pit Viper porn.
Yeah, so, and before we get into the rest of the episode, a massive shout out to the sponsor. It's the AUTOMOVER, the Auto fucking Mover. Listen up, scumbags. I was speaking to Sam today, actually, and we were just chatting about what he does. Do you know he has done 350,000 miles just moving cars around?
350,000 miles.
Yeah, that's it.
That's mental.
Yeah.
Rookie figures.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, so he specializes in not just moving cars from A to B. He specializes in lowered stuff, so for low access and all that. Have you ever tried to get a lowered car onto a fucking an Ifer Williams
Once or twice,
with
yeah.
ramps on? Yeah, it doesn't go very well. It's like,
no.
it's the same as trying to get a fucking hot tub off a Ifer Williams trailer. You just drag the cunt off, but that's not going to happen with the AUTOMOVER. Not only that,
I have damaged many a bumper.
Yeah,
Trying to get lower cars
just beach
on
the
and off
fucker, just
wanky
rock.
Ifer Williams trailers.
Yeah, that's it. Not only does he specialise in moving cars around the country, also non-runners. He says, "I've just bought a new worn winch." So
I saw that.
Yeah,
That is a nice bit of kit.
he said so. No non-runners, non-problem for the AUTOMOVER. So if you've got a project, or if you're looking at just buying a car that's obviously a non-runner on the other end of the country, and you're like, am I gonna just get in touch with the AUTOMOVER? So much easier. Imagine that you bought a non-runner drifter, so it's low access, got a winch, and he's on and gone, Shaq.
Yeah.
He ain't worried.
No stress, no nothing, delivered straight to your door.
If it's got wheels, if it hasn't got wheels, if it's a caravan, a motorbike, a boat, and anything, as long as if he can tow it, he'll move it for you.
I was looking at buying a yacht, actually.
Oh, well, yeah, but Patreon's doing well, isn't it? So a massive shout out to the AUTOMOVER for sponsoring this episode. Use ITDH in the vehicle description for 10% off, and a massive, massive shout out to them. Appreciate it, Sam. Right, yeah. Marlon, who are we joined by tonight?
So we got Hector on.
Hello. Hello.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, not bad yourself.
Yeah, living the dream.
And who else?
Doneo!
As a holla, as a holla, holla, bling, bling to my Hebrews and Shebrews.
Punch your grandmama in the titty, the boys are back.
Boys are back in town.
Push your grandmama down the stairs.
Don't,
like
no,
EastEnders.
please don't do that. That's condoning violence, right?
No.
No, it's not.
We do not condone
alleged.
violence.
Right. Doneo. How's your fucking week been, mate?
It's not been bad, mate. Yeah, it's been all right. Yeah, it's been a good time. Yeah. Cracking on.
been a very good time.
Digging
chilling.
holes.
Digging holes.
Digging holes. Throwing them in.
Throwing hookers in them.
That's it.
It's my job.
Viva Street is dead now.
So what digging holes, footings?
Yeah, footings fucking...
I bet that's been fucking fun. Digging holes, watching them fill with water, and then just
don't.
wanting to kill yourself afterwards.
Yeah, no, in all fairness, it's been a fucking asshole. We did the job this week. We come back the next morning and it was fucking pissing down. And we were just like, we didn't even get out of the van. We just looked at the site and went, nope, I'm going home.
I don't blame you. Fuck that.
Fucking just absolute shit show.
Yeah, I've been carving up the yard in the machine, just thinking, fucking groundworks, boys. I don't know. I got it.
Bollocks. It is absolute bollocks at the moment.
You
But we're still having fun.
You've managed to do any pouring done or not?
Any what?
Any pouring, concrete or
Concrete.
nothing?
Oh, yeah, we still been getting it done.
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
still
the piss and rain.
We finished the job. We finished the job Friday still.
That's all right. Yeah.
I don't know how.
Cut
but
the
we
bags
finished
open,
it.
drop them in holes, give it half hour. They got the right mixture, haven't
To
they?
be fair, it's
Oh,
probably
scream.
not far off.
I've been nicknamed the Beast by the other company I work for because I'm subcontracted through the company who puts the buildings up to the ground working firm. And I went and did 3 weeks with the company who puts the buildings up, and they AKA'd me the Beast because I just don't give a fuck what I lift, no matter how much pain I'm in.
Just get the job done, like.
Yes, I just get fucking bored of waiting for fucking 2-man in panels, and I'm just I just got to get on because I can't be fucked. So I just start lifting. So I just pick it up.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
So I give
We've all
up.
been there and done it.
So I was picking up like 200 kilo glue lambs, and somehow getting on my shoulder and walking through the garden with them, and they're just faces just like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, get on.
Gotta get on.
Gotta get on there, Shag.
Just fucking shotgun a can of Red Bull in the morning like a true
Oh,
ground
just
worker and
fuck
just
'em.
crack on with the day, like.
Shotgun Red Bull,
Fucking
half a dark, get the
sometimes-
fuck on with it.
Sometimes 2-man and stuff's fucking more awkward than it is than
Yeah.
just struggling as
I
a
know,
one
I
man.
understand
As a
that.
one man. So
Yeah.
I just fucking boss it.
Yeah, as I say, I was like moving all my flooring upstairs, and I was like, she was helping me for like 3 packs, and I was just like, you know what, it's just gonna be easier on my own. Just fucking.
If you can get on your shoulder, you're grand.
yeah,
If
yeah,
it's on your shoulder, it doesn't matter how heavy. If it's on your shoulder, you're moving.
yeah.
It
Or
may
your
not be
head.
for the entire journey, but if you got to take a rest halfway, then you'll be all right. You get it back up there again once, won't you?
My L4 and L5 are fucked, but I got the job done. That's all that matters.
He's got a load of other numbers.
Yeah,
As long as it's on your shoulder, you're right, because then you're using like your back, your legs, your arms, everything. You're not just using your arms, so you're not just using your legs. If it's on your shoulder, you'll be fine.
And that's just words to live by, that is.
Fuck HSE, that 20 kilos bollocks.
Is that what they say?
Yeah,
It's 20,
that's why,
25 kilos, isn't it, for one man lift?
That's why every, bag of cement and grain and feed and fucking anything
That's
has
why
all
it's
gone
all
down
in-
from 25 to 20.
Yeah,
because
it's
they
one
say
man
you're
lift.
Oh, that's
anything
why.
over,
You're not allowed to lift more than
anything
20
over that is
kilos.
2-man lift.
Yep.
Fuck. Oh, it's
You
good job I get all my shit imported from Holland. They don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Hello there, Dutch fans.
I mean, I wouldn't mind
Fuck
having
the
it in 20
HSE.
kilo bags, but it means I've got to do my calculations again. like,
Oh,
yeah.
exactly. It's like bollocks. And
Yeah, it's like you fill the mixer up. It's like 3 bags all the time, and if I have 20 kilo bags, it's like 3 3/4. Fuck that.
And then you got a half,
I'm not weighing shit,
you
man.
got a half open bag that goes fucking off.
And the rats get into
What a
it.
mess.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. That's interesting.
yeah.
I wonder why all the bags have gone down in
Everyone's
size.
gone soft.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Soft
fucking
cans. Yeah, fucking soft.
Britain's a group of pussies.
Nation full of pussies.
We got backbone in this country made out of fucking paper.
Yeah, feels like that sometimes.
Yeah, they ain't made out of transits anymore
Oh,
because
just
they all rusted away.
There's a bunch of steers and queers, and I don't see no horns on you.
That kind of narrows it down, don't it?
What about yourself, H? Good week, mate?
This week's been all right. The week before last, less so. So ask me about that one. It'd be funny.
How was the week before last?
So Monday was excellent. I was doing lorrying and it was going really well.
Lorrying.
Tuesday started going excellently, and then Tuesday evening I pulled away from a roundabout and the trailer didn't.
Oh,
So the fifth wheel was like, nah, not interested. Nope,
Delete.
not going to do that anymore.
what the fuck? What happened?
Well, we don't really know. So I spoke to my boss about it at great length, and he can't work out whether it was my fault because I didn't hitch it on properly or whether something let go in the fifth wheel. But neither of us
Could prove either way. So
Well, no, it wasn't even an argument. It was just a discussion. He was like, I don't know, because in theory, the only thing that it looks like is that you didn't hitch the trailer on properly, but you did 800 miles after hitching the trailer on before it fell off. Like, you were in and out of gateways, going up and down like steep gradients with it. So
because if it was going, was there any notable damage to the trailer and the pin? Like, or?
no, kingpin was fine. The fifth wheel, one of the pins had quite a bit of wear in it that holds the jaw on, but not so much that the trailer should have fallen off. So realistically, we don't know.
Did you manage to get it out the way before the DVSA arrived?
The DVSA was surprisingly busy that night. All that happened is that because I was in the right-hand lane of the roundabout, obviously I pulled away, and shout out to Nemo. I was on the phone to him at the time. I was like, Shag, I have to call you back. So what is that? I said, my trailer's just fell off. You fucking what? So I'll ring you back.
Well, at least the front didn't fall
And
off.
Was it loaded?
Yeah, two tractors and a couple of pallets on the neck. So yeah, I pulled out on the roundabout, and I was like, oh, trailer's not following me very well. This trailer's not following me for fuck! So stopped, reversed up to it, and started winding the legs up. Obviously, the handle for the legs is on if you're at the back of the trailer, on the left-hand side,
Yeah.
on the right-hand lane. So I'm standing there next to all the traffic that's going past me, that the interaction I'm causing, and the amount of people rolled the window. Can't park there, sir.
Oh.
It was funny the first time. It was a little bit amusing the second time. But by the 25th time, when I'm there, like, I am huffing like a pregnant heifer, trying to wind the legs down that last little bit to get the unit back underneath it. It wasn't funny anymore.
You managed to get it back underneath it?
So
fucking
luckily,
part
there
now.
were a couple of other units in the industrial estate next to where I was. So they come out and help me, and they were sort of like, well, you've wound it up enough. We'll get the unit underneath, lift it up with them. So we
And
we
then
did some
wind it
things
out.
and some stuff with the airlines that we can't talk about because the DVSA will come and murder me. But we did some things and some stuff, lifted the trailer up with the air on the unit, got it hooked on, took it around the industrial estate. That was fine. Parked it out of the way, waited till the next morning, put some new airlines on it. While I was waiting for my new airlines to turn up, as you do in a stressful situation, having a cigarette, threw it out the window. Basildon Council came over and said that I couldn't do that anymore, so I had to give them 150 of my pounds.
No!
I was like, is there a
Absolute
I said,
cunts.
can I get out and pick it up? And they said, well, no, the offence has already been committed, so you got to pay it. I said, is there a reduction if I pay it within 2 weeks or no? And they were like, no, it's 150 quid, whether you pay it now or in 2 weeks' time. But if you let it go over 2 weeks, we're going to fine you $2,500 and take you to court.
What?
Obviously, littering is very, very big on their agenda. Either that or their Christmas party budget's looking pretty small at the moment.
They got nothing.
Cunts!
They got nothing better to do.
That's
So-
unbelievable.
So that was Wednesday morning.
What
I got
a
the fine
day.
for that.
It's
I
fucking
haven't
obscene.
finished yet.
Oh, what a day.
But wait, there's more. So Wednesday morning that was. I unhitched it in Basildon. I had luckily another one of the lads come up, hitched the trailer on, and he went and tipped that for me. So I bobtailed back to our yard. Put load of new airlines on it, got it all sorted, hitched another trailer on, back to Basildon, loaded up, left Basildon, got halfway around the M25. Well, it wasn't even quite halfway round. It was a quarter of the way round from Essex. So you come over Dartford, carry on for about 10 miles, and the clutch went. Now, there'd be a lot of people that'd be like, oh, fucking young'uns can't drive a manual. We examined the clutch when it was taken apart. There were still 3/4 of wear left on the clutch plate, so it wasn't that old. It had only been put in last May.
Glaze.
Just before I started. No. What had happened was that, where you got like the centre shaft, it looks like for want of a better word, it looks like a 540 PTO spline, like 6 spline in the middle. Yeah. And then you got all the springs around the outside.
Yeah.
The plate that holds the springs in had shattered. And no one could work out why, because I wasn't changing gear at the time, I wasn't doing anything. I was driving along on the phone to one of the directors of the company, like, yeah, Shag, I have to call you back. My clutch has just gone. I'm in lane 3 out of 4. I need to get over the hard shoulder a minute. I'll ring you back. And that was the end of that for 5 hours. Sat on the hard shoulder waiting for recovery. So got recovered, sorted that out, went in another lorry for 10 days. And that brings us up to about now, really. Luckily, it's back on the road. I'm not going to name what brand my lorry is, but those who know, and I'll get shit for it.
Fucking hell. Put
it this way, she is a daft and funky unit.
That's
She'd be it.
Fucking
She's
hell.
not a Viet, no. She's straight sex, and she likes laying down all the time.
Oh, fuck me. That's some week. That's some week. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. So, even better than that, I was in another unit for the rest of that week. Got to Friday night, back in the yard. Yeah, your unit's all ready to go Monday, so no worries. Hitch it onto another trailer, ready to go Monday morning. Come in the yard Sunday night. So I'll just start it up. I want to just make sure everything's all right with it. Start it up. Air system fault. Rang the boss. Was like, yeah, you know that lorry you've just moved all your stuff out of? Yeah, get back in it. So moved all my stuff about again, got in that lorry for 3 days, and then they mended it. And all it was a like a corroded wire. Which
not too bad then.
Well,
it's finding it, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Well, they tipped the cab, took one of the bits of the loom apart, and they said like half the wires just fell out.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, yeah, out the back of a bit of conduit. They're like, I reckon they should probably be connected to something. So we'll redo
Bluetooth.
them and we'll try again. So yeah, no, we're back on the road now. We're all good. Been up and down the country here and there and everywhere, and everything's going well. Touch wood.
Fucking Jesus.
How about you, Reg? How's your week been?
Mine? Oh, I've had a hell of a week actually. Marlon, I was speaking in such high things about the plan of the robot Hoover.
Yeah.
Do you remember what make the robot Hoover was?
It was a Eufy.
What other thing did you buy that was made by them?
I have the PIR floodlight.
No, the most recent thing that you bought. Was it not them? I thought was not the charger pack.
Anchor.
Yeah, that's Anchor, was it? Well, it seems my robot Hoover is suffering a similar fate. I will read you.
It's a bit like Land Rover at the minute. She's on back order, Shag, no date.
I will read you it said important shipping information for your Eufy X10 Pro Omni. Thank you for your interest in the X10 Pro Omni. After X10 Pro Omni was released, it received such an enthusiastic reaction that the sales exceeded our expectations, and as a result, current supply can't meet the overwhelming demand. Our factory is increasing production to meet the high number of orders as soon as possible. We will details about my order. When we have further updates, we will get in touch. We are very sorry for this inconvenience. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact us and support Eufy, the Eufy team. Oh, actually, there you go. Eufy and Anchor are the same company. So there you go. So basically, I've bought a robot fucking Hoover, and I'm never gonna see the cunt.
I give it fucking 6 months, mate.
Honestly,
I might have it for like August.
The plan was we have the robot Hoover when the wood floors are down. So then imagine we're coming down every morning and having mopped and hoovered floors.
Boom.
Like that.
It's going to be cheaper to pay a man, isn't it?
I pay a woman now, but I'm like trying to cut her hours back. Got her on 0 hour. I'm trying to trim her back so I got to pay her redundancy. No, I love you, mum. So that sucked. And then to carry on the Reg wants nice things and Reg can't have nice things. I had some hot tub issues recently. I got in the hot tub the other day and I fucking turned the jets on, and my jets in my little spot were like, whoop! I was like, yeah, fucking get on. I'm loving it. Turn the jets on for the wife's side. It was like, like in SpongeBob where the bubbles blow out. And then I turned the jets on the other one, and they were doing the same. And both of the motors were making this horrendous whining noise, like, ah! Everyone on the estate knows when I'm in the hot tub because the whole estate can hear, ah!
Is it a bit like the P38 but full of water? As in everyone in the estate knows when you turn it on?
Yeah, quite literally.
And I must mention, the last time I was on this podcast, you had just bought a coffee machine that was in about as working order as your hot tub is
Yeah.
now. So
This is everything I buy that's nice just fucking breaks.
Is that
your
or is
fault,
that
eh?
not because you don't buy nice things? You buy the cheapest version of the nice thing that you can.
I buy the nice thing, but I have a deal on it.
Yeah,
Go have
which
a
is-
fucking deal.
It's still a
Obviously.
fucking century.
You
Well,
can't have nice things
I'm not-
at a cheap rate and
I'm not
expect them to
paying
work.
£2,000 for a coffee machine.
You know
I'll
what?
buy one on Facebook Marketplace
Always-
for £600.
That then didn't work for 5 months.
Hey, it's been off for service and repair, so it's good. But anyway,
All that happened was Reg filled up with spunk and it did that horrible flower thing you have when you have a wank in a shower, didn't
that's what I said to
you know,
the...
turns to a bit of fucking coagulates a bit. You know, he blocked
Like
the fucking
cornflower,
he blocked the jets up.
So you're
What's
saying that Reg is the first person in the history of the world to ever get a hot tub pregnant?
Well,
Yeah.
I sent a picture of the filter to Mule the other day, and he was like, fuck me, look at that, that's all skin and semen, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Anyway, so I had a big shout to Simply Spa. I had James from Simply Spa come round today. And I was like, Shag, I reckon she's fucked. And he was like, well, we'll have a look at it.
Did he go like,
No, I give him his due. He took the side panels off, and he, fuck me. You should see the size of the fucking blower motors in them.
oh, yeah.
They are huge. I was half thinking it was going to be some piddly little thing the size of a pint glass. Oh my God, no. This is like a proper motor. Like
Industrial
that big.
unit.
Holy, it's 2 horsepower, Shag. The hot, hang on, the hot tub.
No wonder it's fucking sucking so much
the
energy.
fucking hot tub 6 horsepower drive. I've got 3 of the cunts.
My 2 post lifts only 3.
I'm going to get the cunt chipped up.
I'll bring the laptop round.
Gonna get a derp doctor on it, mind.
I'll turn the jets off and it goes,
EGR delete. We'll bash the DPF out.
Yeah.
Put a popcorn map on her.
Your boy for the pool work.
So he pulled the sides off and he was like, well, Shag, he put the jets on and he got his screwdriver out. I was like, a man with a flat blade. He knows what he's doing. And he
He's
just,
shortened the starter motor out.
no, and he just fucking, he was like, I heard this, like someone was using a fucking grinding wheel, like, I was like, what's going on there, Shag? He's like, off the bit of rust on the shaft, that'll slow him down. So you put a screwdriver in there, it burns it off.
Yeah.
But no, they're both wanked. There's 2 of the 3, sorry, are wanked. Yeah.
I don't expect error.
No, actually, surprisingly, not bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The motor and the pump is £175 a piece. Only 2 of them. So it's like, you want fancy things. You got,
Yeah,
you got
but yeah, it's gonna be fancy
nice
prices.
things, nice bills, So yeah, I got that. And then we identified a small leak. And he was like, because he opened the side up. Obviously, all the sides were
Sure, it
off.
wasn't a spring onion?
And it's dickhead. I did that joke to Dad once. Put a leak on his fucking Defender. I was like, Shag's leak. He was like, what the fucking hell?
Put some potato on it, make a soup.
So we had the sides off, and I was like, all right, there's a bit of a leak coming or somewhere as he's dropping, the water levels going down every now and again. Took the sides off, and I was like, oh my, it's like 100 jets on it. So it's like 100 pipes and 200 Jubilee clips. I was like, wow, could be any, innit? He was like, yeah. Reckon you better tighten them up, Shag. I was like, what? He was like, nah, I'm joking. There's just one that was like weeping a little bit, so tightened it up. But other than that, yeah. So, and I've fair play to the bloke. Because you know what, you get most of these fitters and they're like, oh, well,
Big job.
Fucking hell. He come round and he was like, right, well, that one's pretty done. He like tested it, tried to like fucking fuck around. He said, sometimes you can fuck around with them and they go on again. He said,
Yeah.
but I said, I think they both had it, Shag. He's like, all right, so I think the bearings have gone inside. I was like, no worries. And I was expecting him to go, right, well, it's going to be this much and this much. And he just goes, you look fairly handy. I was like, yeah. He was like, you'll probably be able to change them yourself, mate. I was like, sound. What a legend. He's like, there you go. Sent me the link to where to buy him. He's like, it's not too bad of a job, mate. 2 bolts there. Unplug that. There's shut-off valves. So you ain't got to drain the fucking tub. Just drop a new one in. So George's coming round in the week. We're going to bang 2 new ones in there. Let's go.
Roger on.
Red's the builder with his My First Toolkit.
What the...
He was here hour and a half, 85 quid call out. That were it. What a fucking legend.
That's good.
Yeah, that's bang.
Or he's just told you that because he don't want to do the fucking job.
Yeah, even that, he just took,
And it's an absolute cunt.
he took a look at the amount of dog shit in the garden and thought, fuck, I ain't staying here any longer. Dirty Chippo. Yeah, no, he's sound. So yeah, that was that. So it's all been, it's all fucking hot tub breaking down, robot Hoover not turning up, and all things fucking bright and beautiful in the life of Reg. Once again, 2 weeks of fucking nothing, just kicking on, nothing to report, having a lovely old time. And then, just the job's fucked. So
Job's fucked, drive.
honestly, I was like, you know what? All I need is like one more thing to go wrong. Oh, and a dog fucking threw up a load of cow shit in the car this afternoon. It was fucking great as well.
In the back, though.
Yeah, in the back. Yeah. It's not that
Pull
bad.
the liner
Still
out.
disgusting. All he does is eat shit. That's all he does. And then he gets in the back of the car and he goes, bleh. And it was like, I don't know, just half a kilo of just regurgitated cow shit. And I tell you what, that fucking stinks. He was looking at me like, I feel really ill, Dad. I was like, you're a fucking spaz.
Now you know how Dole feels when you've got a cold.
Yeah. So I just literally, he like got out of the car, went to drink some water, like wash his mouth out, like, and then he just filled the water bowl up with shit. Norman went to have a drink and was like, fucked up.
I'm drinking out the puddles outside.
Number one ass eater. So that was my week, mate. What about yours? I hope it's better than mine.
Fucking busy.
Yeah,
Really busy. Land Rovers are still shit. We've had fucking Grand Designs in.
Oh, what are you doing now?
We've remodeled the stock room.
Oh yeah, you have. Yeah, very smart job, and all I must
Very
say.
smart job.
Shout out to IKEA for that setup, because whoever thought of that, it's a fucking genius.
What your big storage system?
Yeah, so it's like a storagey thing. I think it's like 2B2 nearly.
2B2.
And
Or
it's
not
got
2B.
like
Bigger than that, my jar.
that's a shit joke. It's got, I don't know, like 20 different cubby holes. And they're all like 30 by 30-ish. So it like, and they sell everything to go inside them.
Oh,
So you've got racks.
These
So all the
capitalist
stickers
bastards.
are on racks now. So I've got 2 racks for stickers.
Can we put a sign on your door that just says Marlon's Fulfillment Centre?
I don't know why you bought that from IKEA, because what you should do is just send back to their complaints department saying you've ordered this kit and this bit was missing, and just send one to every store with every single different piece that's missing. You get a free kit.
I ain't got that much time to send emails. So all that's been streamlined. So orders are going out the door at a really, really fast rate of knots now. They're not, but I just say that.
Professional.
Ever the salesman?
No, it's a nicer place to work now. I must say, where I was doing it on a fucking like before, I had a wanky sofa bed on there, and it had a empty box that we had our first lot of hoodies in,
And you just upturned
upside down with the really nice t-shirt folder on, and then like the printer was over there on the side, and I was like, everything's scattered everywhere. Now it's like desk, laptop, printer.
You're like one of these
everything's
bougie
there.
work from home bitches like my wife. I can see you sat there in a Herman Miller chair, $2,000 worth.
That's
like.
the only thing I haven't got yet. I'm sitting on a fucking guitar amp.
It's a very nice setup. It's a very nice setup.
That t-shirt folder is
It's cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's best 11 quid Marlon ever spent.
He went Mr. Miyagi on it, just like, ha 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 ha, folded.
Boom, done.
Wax on, wax off.
And I can finally get back to my consoles. There's enough room. There's nothing in front of them. There isn't 20 boxes of fucking hoodies or anything there. I can see the TV. I can turn it on. I can get to all the fucking power sources.
But you haven't got time because you've got too many
too
t-shirts
busy.
to fold.
Yeah.
I can see you sat there in a nice fucking big old, his big executive leather chairs. I knock on the door.
He swirls around
I've
with a
been
cat.
expecting you. You cunt.
Little cat.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil style.
No.
And Reg.
And the best part is no one can stop me.
I got a bit carried away last night, didn't I?
Did you?
Yeah.
What did you do?
So you know all those boxes of hoodies that were in the back of the van?
Oh my God, yeah. Fuck.
They're folded,
No.
QC'd, and bagged.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
You did the whole lot.
Yeah.
You better ring me, boo. I was going to help.
Of course you fucking weren't.
I fucking did the last lot.
Yeah, he did. I started and I was like,
You just got into it. Just fuck it. I'm here now.
let him roll.
You get that little fucking Chinese child mentality and just fucking cracked
Get
on.
it done. Get it fucking done.
Yeah.
I think, what did I do? Like 10 boxes or something?
Fuck me. Well, fair play to you, mate. Only 5 more to go. Hey!
Hey.
Get
No,
on.
yeah. No, apart from that, nothing
Yeah.
exciting. Nothing exciting.
Fucking hell. Well, busy. Dan, I have a question to ask you. What was a lawnmower racing check?
Bit of lawnmower racing driver.
Lawnmower racing
Getting
driver.
on there, driver.
Yeah. How's it been going, all right?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Yeah,
Where,
really
have you,
good.
where have you been with it?
Finland
That's
was
fucking...
the most recent race. Yeah,
That's
Finland.
mental.
I did never even.
I didn't even
What
know.
the fuck?
I saw the fucking picture of it in the snow and I was like, did it snow recently? Like,
Turns out lawnmower racing is a much bigger thing than people think.
is it big on the continent there,
It's
up in the
very
Nordic
big
states?
everywhere in the world.
Apart from, well, it is.
I don't
Is it bigger everywhere else than it is here?
think it's bigger everywhere else. America does it big, but
Well, they do,
just
everything's just
Yeah,
mental.
but they only do it like
Everything's bigger
NASCAR.
and,
They only do
Shoot
oval
people.
circuits.
oval circuits.
America only does oval
That's a
circuits.
surprise.
Well, that's because they're fucking
lazy.
But everywhere,
Dumb.
pretty much all European continents do lawnmower racing, which it turns out I didn't know this.
really.
So we did Finland in February the 11th. We did a 12-hour race on a frozen lake.
What? Fuck.
We went out there. Me and my teammates spent best part of £1,000 getting the mower over there.
So how did you?
How did you get it over?
Because it wouldn't fit in hold.
There were nine teams from England that went over to Finland. We all put in, I think it was £600 a team to put the mower in a trailer, and one of the teams from England drove all of the
them.
mowers to
Fucking
Finland. I think it took him 5 days, but he stopped off in a few countries on the way there for a bit of sightseeing and skiing and some other things.
As you do.
You pay for his fucking holiday.
And the other teams are going to pay for it.
So we paid.
Giant.
Yeah,
It's the
me,
best
me and my
holiday.
teamate paid £600. We got the mower there. We flew out on the Tuesday before the race. Wednesday before the race. Sorry. Flew out there. We had the Thursday off. We just spent Thursday sightseeing, driving around. We had a hire car for the day, so we were just driving around. Friday, we went and did scrutineering, got the mower scrutineered, did a few practice laps, did any minor tinkering we had to do with the mower, so we had to re-stud 2 of the tyres, because one of the tyres I ordered the tyre, turned up fine, ordered a second tyre in the same description, never turned up, ordered it from a different company, never turned up, ordered for a third company, eventually turned up a day before we were flying out.
Oh, shit. Squeaky bum time.
It was
So
flat.
a pre-studded tyre.
No,
You had to study it
unstudded
yourself.
tyre, studded it, blew it up. It was mangled beyond all. I've never seen a tyre so mangled in my
definitely
life
trying
through the
some.
post.
It was an origami tire.
It was a
It
was a
took me, him,
Carlisle
and his dad 3 hours.
to put
get
it on the bead.
What?
3 of us for a
ages.
lawnmower tire.
It was absolutely fucked. Eventually got it on a bead, tightened it up, put some studs in it, and I thought, right, I'll leave it in the sitting room, sort of like close to the fire,
Yeah,
just so it
heat
warms,
up.
just to soften the rubber up, because I couldn't take the wheel through customs. Because the mower had already gone. The mower had gone a Saturday beforehand, so I was going to have to take. It's a pressurized component.
Oh,
So I would either have to take the tire off and blow it off the bead and just take it through on the wheel with no air in it, or strip the tire off and take the wheel through separately. And I was
Oh
like,
my
well, either way, I've got to take the air out of it. And if it's going to take me another 4 hours to get it back on the bead again, not going to be
Not
the
a
best
fun
time of
time.
life in -30.
Oh, my God.
So I thought, right, I'll put it in the sitting room, I'll soften the rubber, just let it settle with some pressure. It was well under pressure. It was sort of like 25 out of 30 PSI max. Let it settle in the sitting room. I went to work the next day. Dad called me at 11 o'clock and he was like, you're going to have to buy a new tyre. And I was like, we leave tomorrow. And he was like, yeah, I know. I've just went in this, I went in the sitting room this morning, looked at your wheel and I was like, yeah. He was like, it's bulged.
Oh, no.
The main tread pattern had bulged, a big bulge right through all of the fucking, all through the cleats, the whole lot. So I was like, well, that's fucked. I'm not racing on that. Made some really quick calls to everybody I knew in the county who had anything to do with mower racing. Finally found a company who had 2, literally the last 2 tyres of anything that was snowworthy or studdable in the county. And I was like, I'm going to pick them up at lunchtime. And he was like, okay, I'll pack them up now and I'll leave them on the doorstep. And he left them on the doorstep and my boss's mum went and picked them up
Oh,
in the
what a
work truck.
legend.
So she picked them up, picked up a few spare belts on the way back. We put them on our suitcase in the way through customs in our hand luggage. So yeah, so the Friday...
Did they look at that a little bit funny? It's like, Shag's taking 2 fucking
so
tires.
He did when he went, Allah Akbar.
I went through customs first, and it was in my day luggage with a load of V-belts.
We're going to have a good time, yes?
Fucking wildest
So,
luggage thing.
By the time we're taking off me gilet and me fucking Mendel shooting boots and everything else that had any metal on them, I went through and he went, "Have you got a tyre in your bag?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And he was like, Is it a wheelbarrow tyre?" I was like, "No, it's a lawnmower tyre." He was like, "Why are you taking a lawnmower tyre?" I was like,
Oh, you
"I'm
just-
going
like-
racing, all right?"
Because it's full of cocaine, dumbass.
I was like, "I'm going racing."
I'm taking it to see the sights. Duh.
And he was like, "Oh, that's okay, fine." And then my mate,
It's, you know what? I don't need this. I don't need this. Fuck this job.
my teammate who also put so we 50% split the money into building the mower because it would cost us about $3 grand. So
hell.
we split the cost 50-50, and he went through behind me, and he had the other tyre in his bag, and he went, "I'm not even going to ask.
I'm
I
with him."
presume it's the same one." And we were like, "Yeah, cheers, mate. I'll see you in a bit." But no, we got the fin and no problems at all. Did all the tinkering, got it all ready to go. We took a third member of the team because unfortunately Hector couldn't come with it. Hector was meant to be our third driver because it was a 12-hour race. Hector was meant to be our third driver for the race. Unfortunately, he couldn't come. He couldn't get the time off work. So we took one of our other mates who works for us as well. And yeah, no, it was a really good week. We let him out on the Friday night. He went for about 20 minutes, first time we'd ever driven a racing lawnmower. And we literally sent him out on a 20-minute stint. Me and my mate, well, I think I went out on it for 2 minutes. I literally just had a little test field, make sure that everything was feeling okay. We sent him on out for about 20 minutes and just let him just trying to get used to because it's not like driving anything you've ever driven.
That's it. There's no suspension. There's
no suspension whatsoever. It's
The
all in the
suspension is your
tyres.
spine.
Unlike
I
a
used to be
tractor,
6'4".
unlike a tractor where there's no suspension, you'd think if you want it a bit soft, you let some air out the tyres.
No.
You go around the corner it on a good track, sort of 45, 50 mile an hour. If you go around, if you soften
fun.
If you soften the tyres too much, you'll just roll them off the bead.
yeah.
So you still got to keep them quite hard. But you're not allowed suspension in the axles at all. You're allowed a shock in the seat if you want to set it up, which is fine if you're a one-person team. If you're a 2 or 3 person team like we
Everyone's
are,
different.
everyone's a different weight, so you'll never get the rebound right. And
Yeah.
if it's too soft, you just end up you'll just hit the stops
You'll
and it'll
bottom
just
out
hurt.
your fucking ass, yeah.
And if it's too hard, it'll just feel like there's nothing there anyway.
Yeah.
So it's kind of pointless for us.
Get a cushion and crack on, like.
So yeah, we
It
sent them out.
hurts. It hurts.
Put a fucking pregnancy
really
donut on there.
hurts.
Save the
did.
ring.
That's save the ring.
No, it doesn't save it.
No.
We did a 12-hour one in a
August.
field. It was August last year, wasn't it?
August the
August,
something,
whatever.
Yeah.
And it was in like they'd had it third cut silage, and you could see where the tractors had been up and down across the
same
field.
fucking
And
lanes.
it was fine on the couple of the straights that there were because they went with the wheel marks. So
You
it was
go
fine.
across.
But you get to the hairpin at the end of the straight, but you're still trying to take a 40 mile an hour. And if you got any fill-ins, kiss them goodbye. First lap. Second lap, your L4 and L5, they'll be gone. Third lap, just
Good, you
accept
got
the
some
fact you're going to
more,
be in a
though.
wheelchair when you get out of it. By the 5th lap, it's just pain.
Yeah, it
you
is
need,
generally
like, gum
is that
shield, back
uncomfortable.
brace.
It's not fun, but it's
They
not.
wouldn't,
Yeah.
you'd eat through it. But it was
2
unbearable.
gum shields.
No, unbearable. It was,
Why are you doing this?
because it's
honestly,
fun and
it's
we love it.
It's immense fun. It is the most fun I've had on 4 wheels. The most
And we've
fun I've
done
had
some
on 4
silly
wheels.
shit in cars, and that is, like, I can
Like-
agree. It was agonising, the pain.
We
But-
well underprepared. The first race we did back in August, we did a 12-hour race in August in Petersfield.
Why have they always got to be 12 hours?
They're not all 12 hours.
Oh, right.
Endurance, man.
Most of the ones we do are 2 hours maximum. Most of them are sprint, which are like 45 to an hour long. But we just like to go hard or go home.
This
So
is
we've entered all the endurance races I can so far.
And I'm gonna give a shout. I'm gonna give a shout out now. I don't know his name, but that bloke, and you'll know who I mean, Dano.
That's bloke.
No, he was that bloke. Like
Shagnuts.
you know when like I'm he, not him, because he is him. Me, Dano, and the other bloke with Benno did this first 12-hour race outside of Petersfield. We were splitting it. We had a lot of mower problems. We had a lot of us problems, and we probably raced for 6, 7 hours.
7 hours maximum.
Out of
We had a lot
12.
of problems.
There was one bloke who
Did the
did
12
the
hours
entire
solid.
12 hours himself.
It's called,
And
it's called
when
the
it
Iron
came
Man
to when it
Challenge.
came to the presentation at the end, I shit you not, He was standing there in his boxers up collecting a trophy for being the only one to do it solo. 90% of his body was blue
It
with
was bad.
bruises.
So bruised.
It looked like all of his body had been with Mike Tyson for 12 rounds. And he stood up there, took
Even
the
his
award,
annals.
and someone carried him off the stage.
It was-
he
it was
couldn't
bad.
walk.
Wait, this is not fun.
This
It's
is
not,
great
honestly, when you do a short 2-hour race, most of my races are 2 hours, and when you do them on it, it's just immense fun.
This is the thing that I
I'd
understand.
rather
You've-
trap my knob in a door.
It's so much
You've
fun.
taken the most uncomfortable thing in the world,
Made
and
it
you're-
worse.
Yeah, made it worse
And faster.
No suspension, hard tires, and you're like,
Speed.
what kind of race should we do? 12 hours. No.
It's going to get worse. I'll explain to it in a second. I don't want to get too far into it because I could ramble on for hours and hours and hours about
Dude, you know
it.
what we do here, don't you?
Well, yeah.
We do a lot of rambling, a lot of
but no,
reckoning.
we started the race. The race started in Finland at 9 a.m. Their time, which is I think it's 2 hours ahead or
Yeah, it
whatever
was.
it is. It was 2 hours ahead. Started there at 9 a.m. and the 12-hour race we did in August previous, we probably the longest stint we managed non-stop was maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours without breakdowns.
You did an hour and a half.
Without breakdowns.
Oh, yeah, no, including breakdowns, yeah.
We had nothing but breakdowns that race. We were well unprepared. The mower was
made
not
by
built strong
Land
enough.
Rover, was it?
no,
the
we built
steel-
it. So it's kind of worse.
The steel was nowhere near strong enough. It wasn't the welds weren't breaking. It was just the metal was shearing in half.
Can I
bumps
say
were that
about
up, the
my
metal was just
favourite-
shearing.
Can I say about my favourite breakdown?
If
I
you
was
want.
driving. We were about 4 or 5 hours into the race, so we'd already done like a V-belt on the transmission. We'd had a load of other issues. Got it out, got it running. I was going. It was going quite well. I was about 10, 15 laps into my stint, so not very long. Come up, round the pits, main straight, round a hairpin, down the back straight, and it was dark. It was 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, probably about that.
Coming down the back straight, ready to go into the left-hander, and there was a hell of a bump before the left-hander. Hit that bump, and all of a sudden, the light bar that we had in the front, we had, 12-inch, was it?
A 12-inch LED light.
12-inch, like, flood and spot light bar on the front.
Straight off a wish.
No, well, it was, yeah. I was like, Shag,
Yeah.
he's shining through the bonnet. I can see it. But the only thing, like, it's hard to describe, but where you were sat on a mower, the only hole in the bonnet of where you'd be able to see a light bar should have been filled up with a filler neck for the petrol tank. And I could
wasn't
see
anymore.
the light bar was shining straight at me. So I was getting archive from the light bar going, I shouldn't be able to, I'm going to have to go into the pits for this. Got into the pit, I was like, and they were all the boys were there, like, oh, Shag, fucking light bars come off. And I was like, no, it's worse than that. Where the fuck's the petrol tank? We took the bonnet off. The petrol tank was down like half a side of the engine. I was like, how is it there? All the mounts that had been, not our mounts that we welded, but factory mounts for that petrol tank, and all sheared off.
Sheared off.
So that one bump I'd hit had sheared the petrol tank off and like, yeah, yeeted that down the side of the engine. Yeah, done a delete. And then the light bar had sort of come off and was holding on by the cable, which was shining back at me.
Fucking hell,
So I had
coming ended
half-
up like a
it was
Benetton in F1.
Compared to Finland was an absolute walk in the park compared to August. August was an absolute shit show of a race for us.
What was it like racing on ice then? Like, must have been fucking wild.
Slippy.
Very
Very
ever the
slippy.
man of words.
Sorry, can I ask just
slippy.
one more question before you
course
carry
you
on?
can, yeah, no.
How do you stud the tyres yourself? I don't understand that.
So we went for the cheap option.
Which was just shove the
So
spikes through.
it was the first. A lot of the teams from England had done Finland racings in the past, and I put a message in the group chat. We had a Facebook group chat going, and I said, "What's people using for studs?" And they come back with a link for a website, and they were quoting 98p a stud, and
Ooh.
the Finnish racing team recommended 250 studs per mower. And I was like, you can get fucked if I'm spending
Fuck you.
250 quid on steel.
So wrapping in some barbed
Self-tappers.
wire and cracked on.
So I went into eBay. I went into eBay. And I brought 200 studs for £19.98p.
Bargain.
No, they all fell out within the first half hour. Within the first half hour.
Oh shit! So you were just running with just rubber.
we went rubber for 90% of the race.
How
we
did
went
that go?
pure rubber. Slippy. many spins. The team that won, I mean, fair play, they were absolutely flying. They were taking corners at probably 10 mile an hour faster than we were. And we weren't fucking about. We was pushing it as hard as we could. They finished 120 laps ahead of us.
What?
And it
And
was
we did-
over 1 kilometre a lap.
Yeah.
Holy
So
fuck!
during the August 12 hour we did in Petersfield in England, we I think in total we managed 173 laps, and we probably raced for maximum of 7 hours out of 14.
Every single lap was pain.
The finish race, we ironed out all of the framework issues that were snapping and breaking, and we raced for the full 12 hours with no breakdowns whatsoever, and we still finished 173 laps down. There was a sort of a presentation given, and one of the drivers in the winning team said, "Oh, I couldn't believe it. That fourth stint I did, I span out." And I thought, I didn't do a lap without spinning out. I don't think I managed a single lap. I think the best I did was 3 laps without a spin. And he did 1 in the entire day. In 12 hours non-stop
You were
racing.
in the big leagues, basically.
Oh, it was big leagues. We knew what we were getting into, but me and my co-teammate who put the money in, if we're going to do it, we're just going to fucking do it, and we're going to have a laugh. If we don't finish, we don't finish. As long as we're there and we do it and we have a laugh, we're happy.
That's it. It's a good fucking
And
story
it
to
was
tell.
an absolute fucking brilliant time, and I will 100% be going back next year.
I can imagine lawnmower racing. I bet it's like, I don't know, like it's competitive, but everyone's there to have a crack, I can imagine.
So they no, as far as I know, especially the English teams, no one puts up a prize fund.
Right.
So the whole reason it was invented by a group of, I think it was 3 or 4 farmers in up Petersfield Way. They loved racing. They couldn't afford to get into touring car, anything like that. So they decided, what have we all got? And they literally decided, we've all got lawnmowers. So they started racing them.
I reckon.
So they just started racing them in the field around a track. And to keep everything, and it continued to this day, and it's still considered this day as the cheapest form of motorsport you can enter. So there's no, to stop people from cheating and spending obscene amounts of money on their mowers.
Yeah.
They don't put up a prize fund because there's nothing to win.
Oh,
There's nothing to win. There's no reason to cheat. So there's no
clever.
reason to spend stupid amounts. If you want to spend £2,000 on a set of brakes, which I know teams who have, they've spent £2,000 on a set of brakes. That's up to you, but it just stops you from just going stupid and completely stripping the engine and porting the valves and skimming the pistons and taking the skirts off the pistons and high compression heads, anything like that. It just keeps it more competitive.
That's really interesting,
So,
man.
yeah.
I mean, like when we did that race in Petersfield that I was involved in, there were the teams that they were lit and they were lit for 12 hours. But it must be said, and Dano will agree, that the laps that our mower was holding together, we were keeping up with them.
Yeah.
So all that was stopping us from being competitive was the reliability.
Yeah.
Reliability. Yeah, we were, I think the worst we did was 5 seconds behind the fastest lap.
I did 2 laps, and that's probably the proudest moment of thing I've ever done. I was with the leader for 3 laps.
That's
And I stuck with him. I couldn't overtake him. I couldn't quite get the edge on him, but I was driving like an absolute penis, it must be said. And the only footage of us on YouTube is of me nearly sort of...
there is not a single video of
fuck
our
'em.
mower not doing something illegal.
Yeah, we were either broken... like when the petrol tank fell off.
I was welding it back together. On video. Welding it back
What do
together.
we do with this mobile bomb?
I
Well,
welded
put
it.
some sparks to it.
I welded some bolts to it and put it back on the frame.
What do we do with a broken fuel tank?
We welded up with a big welder.
I mean, in all fairness, I did drain the petrol out, fill it with water, set fire to the fuel tank just to make sure
right.
there was nothing
That's
residual.
it. You did take
But
preventative measures.
they didn't film that. They
No,
just
they
filmed me
just-
welding a fuel tank.
Cunts.
But yeah, we were with the leaders, and they'd spent an awful lot more money on their mower than we had on ours. And it wasn't so much, we needed to spend more money. It was we needed to learn where to put that money.
Yeah.
So we could have spent the money that we spent if we'd have invested it slightly differently and done the framework different, done the dashboard different, basically everything, all of the mower.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but you're
If
learning
we-
on the fly, aren't
oh,
you?
100%.
100%.
And we kept it going and we finished the race. Even the one at Petersfield, we had a lot of time for breakdowns during the race, but similar
finished
to
it.
similar.
If
to
you don't finish,
any,
you get a DNF. You don't. No matter how many laps you did, you could have done 495 laps out of 500, and you could have got a DNF.
we finished.
We still finished. We only did 173, but we finished, and we got a lap. We got a lap count, and we got a finish, and we got a position.
Mate, that's epic.
But no, Finland, honestly, epic. Best.
Well, the thing is,
best thing I've
like
ever done.
3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know how many months ago, all fucking Will Austin and Keith Toucan were on about it was fucking lawnmower racing. And I was like, do you know what? If if I had one more fucking person talk to me about fucking lawnmower races, you're all gonna fucking get it in a minute.
That was Dano's fault.
And,
my
but then
bad.
like you've explained it to me, and I'm like, mate, I want lawnmower, Marlon. We get this.
I tell you what,
fucking
you shove that right up your ass. I am not getting on a fucking lawnmower. My back is already wanked.
so
No, it's fine. You're pit crew chief. You're the man with a welder that we come into. We're like, Marlon, I broke it again. We're like, all right, fix it.
Yeah, the thing is, we're fucking spastic. So I'll turn up with a 0 turn and be like, this is. I'll have a ransoms with a fold out. Like, so this is what you said, right? Yeah? No?
Will, can I borrow your 0 turn, please, man?
Shag, we racing or is there a golf course on there?
It's a fucking lawnmower, isn't it?
It's currently stripped for the off season to just have any minor.
Rebuild it.
The off season.
So yeah, there's an off season between October and sort of May, June time. The rest of it's racing. It's racing all for the summer. It's just too wet during the winter to bother doing it. You just sit there spinning.
Yeah,
wheels.
imagine doing a fucking motorsport thing in this time of year.
So
God,
at the moment, it's completely stripped. Just waiting for a few little chassis rebuilds and general
Gonna put a
maintenance.
galv on her.
When it's rebuilt, I'll get it down and you can get on it. We'll find a
We'll
field and you can
rip
get
it
on it.
round the estate.
I'm
As-
excited.
Oh, it's
As-
hellish on tarmac.
What does it do top speed wise? That's
60.
Fucking hell! We had with the higher gearing on it before.
I can change the gearing on the fly. I can, whatever the rate. Whenever I turn up to a
fly?
race, depending on what the race circuit like. If there's a lot of straights, I'll change the gearing up. So it'll go fast on the straights but slower acceleration. If there's a lot of turns but not many straights, I'll drop it down so I can pull away quicker in the bends but not a high end on the straights.
So when we were testing it, we tested
On the
it out
high
in a mate's
gearing, it'll
field.
do 60.
We had 65 out of it.
65, yeah, 65 on the high gear. I could go higher gearing with the new engine I've got coming, which is a 20 horsepower, not a 14. So I could probably push that to.
Right, so we're going to race the hot tub.
I could probably push it to. I could probably push it to 70 with a new engine and new gearing.
Jesus Christ! It's so much fun.
Do you have like fireproofs and helmets?
No, there's no.
No, I got a massy overalls and Adidas boots on, Shag.
As long as your skin is covered, there is no regulation on clothing. You have to wear a helmet. You have to wear gloves. You have to wear sensible footing. They don't say like
Sensible
boots.
footing.
As long as all skin's
Crocs.
covered.
Crocs
As long
not
as all
allowed.
skin's
No
covered.
paper,
you're
no
sorted.
cardboard.
Motocross clothes,
No
whatever
cardboard
clothes. As
derivatives.
long as all skin's covered, you're fine.
Shag, we're going to be in here in a year's time. You're going to look like Nicky Lauda.
Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, and you're going to look like fucking Senna, you prick, because you'll push it too hard one corner.
Fucking suspension strut sticking out your sleeve.
But yeah, no, best fun I've ever had on four wheels,
fucking
and I
nuts.
will not be giving it up anytime soon. And I will just keep plowing money into that fucking mower until I win something.
This sounds like great fun. You fucking sold me on it because, like, when Marlon was like, "Oh, does lawnmower race," I was like, "Fucking lawnmower racing." I hear any more about this fucking lawnmower racing.
Motherfuckers, we're
now I'm here
continental.
just like, let's fucking go, Dano. I
fucking
volunteer as
continental.
tribute. No,
We'll get you out on it.
I'm
We-
fucking awful at
No,
racing.
we'll get you out for one lap and then you can join in with a drinking because, like,
yeah,
the
true.
Petersfield,
the drinking
the
is
Petersfield race
obscene.
we did. Oh my god!
Obscene.
We turned up.
We didn't think about it. We turned up. Me and H turned up on the Friday morning to help set up. We had to give an hour's time to help set the track up. So we turned up on the Friday
Put a few
morning.
bales out.
Put a few bales up. Yeah, set the track up. Do whatever we had to do. We tinkered with the mower a little bit from the Friday afternoon. My mates and my dad weren't turning up till the Friday night. They turned up the Friday night, and we failed to. The race wasn't starting until Saturday night. Saturday evening at 7:00 because it was a night race. The one in England. It was
Night race, mate, like racing in Singapore.
It was a nice race.
That's why we had the light bar on the front.
It started at 7 p.m. Ended at 9 a.m. the Sunday morning.
It was hellish.
We didn't quite think through our mathematics quite so well, so we went on the piss the Friday night.
So
We
when
drunk through till 4 a.m.
Yeah. When I say, so we turned up, we had two gazebos full of tools. We were ready for the lawnmower race.
The old 24MX gazebos. Like,
yeah, you know the
The
ones.
next one was full of Germans,
So
and they were lit.
The Germans were next to us. They had one trailer for their mower and all the spares and the gazebos and what have you. They had another trailer that was full of beer. You know the Jubel crates that they have?
Yeah.
Bull.
It wasn't
They
Jubel,
owned
but
the brewery.
Jupiler or whatever.
Jupiler, that's the one. Yeah,
They
Jupiler.
owned
Not the
the
Grace
brewery.
Jupiler, but they had a.
They owned the brewery.
They were sponsored by the brewery. I can't remember what beer it was because we drank so much
It was
of it.
lit.
Like they come over like, oh, you're Englanders, you'll love your lawnmower racing. Yeah, we're like, yeah, no, it's not too bad, is it? Well done, Shag. Yeah, best of luck tomorrow. Oh, would you like a beer to celebrate the union of the Germans and the Englanders?
Yeah, I give
We're
him an
like,
old Rosie
yeah,
to say
all right.
thanks.
Yeah, all right, we'll have a pint with E? And it was like, like the sun was coming up the next morning. I went, oh, shit, we probably get a pint.
Don't mention the war.
I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it.
we just didn't think about it. In our minds, the race wasn't starting until 7 o'clock, so we could sleep through the day. I was up again at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were up like...
do.
I was up at 9 a.m. Yeah, like getting everything ready. Making sure,
scrutineering.
all sorts. I didn't sleep again till the Sunday night.
Yeah, we
from
drove...
from Saturday morning till Friday night, I didn't sleep. With a 12-hour race in between, we were dead.
We drove home
fucked.
on the Sunday and...
I fell asleep 4 times while I was driving.
Allegedly, our friends in Mexico that we know were... One of them was called Hector, was sitting in the passenger seat, and then Daneo was driving. And several times I fell asleep. They fell asleep in the passenger seat, and his friend fell asleep in the driver's seat. And it was the passenger waking up to the sound of the rumble strips and the hard drive. Dano, wake up! Fucking driving! We're all gonna die!
It was carnage.
And that was all the way back from Petersfield to home.
Fuck,
But
it sounds fucking wild.
I can't wait till next year. I
Reg,
cannot wait for the race season to start.
Can
again.
we ask you now on the podcast? Would you like a guest lap as a representative from the doghouse? Because we know Marlon's not going to do it.
We're not fucking doing that.
My back's already
I'm
wanked.
short enough as it
One
is.
lap, you'll be fine.
I do 3 laps. I'm going to be 3'8".
I won't lie. I don't have a competitive bone in my body
got
unless it's
Broomer
with
to
a
thank for
shotgun.
that.
You'll do 45 minutes from now with no
mount
problem.
a semi-auto on the front.
Oh, come on.
It's one way to get rid of the competition. Get rid of the Germans, wasn't it?
The kill mower.
Good old Uncle Marv.
I'll bring the welder.
God will bless me to get the machine done.
Sometimes unreasonable.
That's what
reasonable men have to do unreasonable
That's what you
things.
should have, a work uniform that says God will bless me to get the machine done.
Well, when we were talking about the names of the mower, like they were all mowing related. I wanted to call it Mo Robinson, but funnily enough, that was really unfunny.
Number 69 is I have 3 mowers now.
It's not an addiction.
Y'all got issues.
So me and my fellow teammate have one as a group, and Jack is now building one as well, which is number 69.
Yes.
That is called Mo Robinson. The team name is Rattler Racing, and he has full rights from Rattler Cider, Cornwall, to use their snake, their Rattler Cider logo, and everything as on the mower as a thing. As long as he doesn't adapt the logos, he is Rattler Racing, the unofficial racer of Rattler Cider Cornwall.
That's
you would not believe that. He just lifted a mower from the bar.
If you would...
lying on the ground.
We have an Instagram account for both mowers. Mine is...
Unofficial shout out incoming.
Bodget and Run 81, no spaces.
Bodget
And
and Run it.
yeah, we are Team Bodget and Run. Quite an apt name, really.
Yeah, that fits well.
And Jack's is Rattler.Racing82. If you go give it a follow, keep it up. We're currently building Rattler Racing 82. Keep up with the build process and keep up with the race season. And
I say, get the fucking reels done. We'll have a fucking good
We'll
watch.
get some videos. We'll have a laugh.
Mate, this sounds fucking
Join us at the
brilliant.
race meets. We'll put out a list of where we're racing to and when. Come and say hello. Let's have a fucking good time, shall we?
Hey, I'm hyped. I'm fucking hyped. I don't know what I'm hyped for and what I've taught myself into, but I'm fucking hyped. This is going to be lit. Marlon, you keep me away from that company car because I'll be like, whatever you need, get the job done. Like,
I
Right,
cancelled it.
so I need a new engine, new clutch, and new chassis.
Windows back, holla back, money ain't a thing. All right, we're going to cut to a break, but before we cut to a break, a massive shout out to Orley Fox, the sponsor of this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, tax season coming to an end. What better time than to sack your current accountant? Because they are probably useless. You're paying all this money, and I can near on guarantee that to them you are just another person on the books that they're just going through. They're doing your profit and loss for the year, and that's it. Are they giving you any financial advice? Probably not. Are they making sure that you're fully utilizing all of the tax words, Marlon? Exemptions,
breaks.
Yeah, tax breaks and exemptions that are available to you. Probably not. Are they giving you, thoughts to be going forwards with for the next year, discussing your plans for the business and how they can help you? Probably not. This is why you need to get in touch with Orley Fox. Kieran over there and the gang are going to look after you like one of their own, like you're one of the team, much like us.
A friend.
Not
just a number.
And also, who doesn't want an accountant that you can go for a beer with? Like, it's fucking legends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He is changing the game of accountancy. I was speaking to someone this week. They were moaning about their accountant. They were really, really unhappy. I was like, do you like beer? Yeah, like beer. Do you like informal chats? Yeah, love informal chats. I was like, right, go and hit up Kieran at Orley Fox. He will make you feel like one of his own.
Exactly. So a massive shout out to Orley Fox. Look him up. Link in the episode description. Link in the bio. Massive shout out to Orley Fox for sponsoring this episode. I'm moving my headphones. Right. We're gonna cut to a break. Do beer of the week. We'll see you in a minute. Love you. Bye. And we're back, and it's time for drink of the week. Now, drink of the week this week, a bit of an enigma. It's well, I don't really.
Shag, it's a homebrew.
Homebrew.
To be honest, Dano, you're probably better. Don't tell us what was in it until after.
Right.
Give us a lowdown.
So I call it turbo tea.
Yep, it certainly looks it.
So during the summer months, I love a fucking sweet iced tea.
Oh, good
It's
man.
so fucking refreshing. A lemon sweet iced tea in the summer months with a bit of ice, fucking ultimate. It's
I can
god
see you
tier.
there on the porch overlooking the plantation.
It's fucking,
Y'all better get back to work now.
His banjo out like
it's fucking god tier. So I got bored of buying Liptons and all that crap. So I just started making my own.
Right.
So you just you boil up a vat of fucking tea, just fucking
A vat,
put like a litre of hot boiling water with like 6 or 7 tea bags.
Yeah.
Let it fucking boil down. Chuck a load of sugar in there, lemon juice. Let it cool down. It's fucking golden with some ice. And then for Christmas, a couple of years back, I got given a bottle of alcoholic iced tea. And I was like, I like the fucking sound of that. I
Game
like it in the
changer.
fucking summer. So let's try it with alcohol. And I sort of had a sip. And it was a made bottle. And I was like, tastes a bit fucking shit, to be honest. Like the actual lemon tea flavour was lovely.
Twisted tea.
I have not.
It's like, it sounds great, but it's really dry and pretty
Yeah,
wank.
so the actual like tea flavour was really good. But there was like, you had no initial hit of alcohol. Like I couldn't really tell. It was like, I think it was like 15%. I was like, this is shit. I reckon I can do better myself. So during Christmas, I brewed up another batch of my lemon sweet iced tea, let it cool down, and then chucked in half a bottle of gin. And I was like, this is legit. So I was like, what can I name this? And I was like, wow, it gets you pretty fucking twisted. And I was like, no, that's already a thing. So I called it turbo tea.
Turbo tea.
I like it.
So I made you a bottle of turbo tea Wednesday night.
I'm very excited. So
There is another ingredient, and I'll tell you that afterwards.
Well-
just to really add to the turbo aesthetics of the bottle.
right, Marlon, without any further ado, I think it's about time that you read the marketing bullshit.
Turbo tea, an exotic and erotic blend of passion and soul. This drink combines the body of a classic ale with the artisan qualities of a fruity cocktail. The flavours of the turbo tea blend the freshness of a still Scottish morning with the power of a Barbary lion. The elixir of flavours are fuck all that Ponzi shit. This liquid Viagra will get you 50 shades of sideways. Drink up, scumbags. Please do not drink responsibly. We are not to be held accountable if you nut your granddad after a glass and a half of this lemon lava.
That's actually, I'll tell you what.
That's what it says.
No, the first half of that, I was like, you could put that on anything.
You're getting drawn in.
That was really good. That is some of the best marketing bullshit I've ever read. The freshness of a still Scottish morning. I was like, God damn.
You can tell your man went to private school.
Credit
didn't he?
H on that one. I told him what I wanted it to sort of say, and he just went to fucking autism town on that shit.
Who did it?
H.
You did?
Gyro.
That's fucking brilliant, mate. Right, so we see what we think then. Cheerio. Cheers. Oh, it's real. I get the tea.
Fuck me, that tea is strong.
Oh, that's fucking good.
Isn't it just?
Oh, shit.
Isn't it just?
Oh, God, that's good. Oh, that's naughty. Oh, my God.
Isn't it?
Do you want to know the full ingredients list?
Well, when you said, oh, yeah, the turbo, like, has got
Right,
something
yeah,
to do with
so-
it, I was like, I swear to God, if you put 1040 in it, I'll fucking kill you.
Nah.
Would you like to
kerosene
know
in
the
it,
full
Shag.
ingredients list?
Oh, can I guess it?
You
Yeah.
can guess it. One wins. Yeah, go for it.
You're connoisseur.
It's obviously tea. Is it PG or is it like Yorkshire?
I generally didn't know what the tea bags were. It was whatever's in the fucking cupboard at the time. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm not
Tea's
fucking
tea.
autistic
shut
enough to
up.
care what fucking tea bags
I think it's
it
a
is.
Yorkshire tea.
Is it fresh lemon?
Rach.
No, lemon juice.
Just lemon juice?
I would use a fresh lemon, but I could not be fucked last night to fucking cut it all up.
You made
and
this
juice
last
it.
night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
We had a tasting session that went on till the early hours.
Making sure I had the right
Now, there
batch.
is something else in there, and I can't put my finger on it, but what I can tell you it reminds me of is of horses, and I don't know why. It tastes it.
What, hay?
No, there's something like
Ketamine.
a horse feed room that you'd have. It's something like that. I walk into a horse feed room and there's that smell, and it's that smell. I don't know what it is.
Hey.
It's not hay.
Hay?
So,
Go on,
and
tell
I'm
me.
taking a piss, right? So I matched up a normal batch of my normal sweet lemon iced tea.
Yeah.
So I think I put 6 tea bags and a litre of water.
Yeah.
Let that brew down. Let that sip. What do they call it?
Steep.
Fucking steep.
That's it. Yeah.
Let it steep for about 20 minutes. Then I added some sugar. I
An
don't know
amount.
how much.
It was an amount
I
about
did
this
not
much.
measure the amount. I just kept pouring it until it tasted sweet enough to the taste.
Some sugar.
Then I added a gram of Pro Plus tablets. I just kept chucking the fuckers in.
Is there any lemon in there? There's lemon. Yeah, lemon
there's,
juice.
There's an entire bottle of lemon juice.
I tell you what,
Entire bottle.
You've
Well,
got-
not
just
in
that
that one, but there's
we
I've got
made
another 3
4.
bottles at home.
you've knocked out the fucking park that though. That is
So,
fucking
yeah, so that will-
brilliant.
I'll
So
have another
there's-
one.
You're
The gin I put in was 37.5%. Diluted over, so what's that about? As a guess, I would say 15 to 20%. Diluted
close
down.
enough.
Oh, that's naughty. That's what that is.
But yeah, it's got a good gram and a bit of caffeine added into it just for fun.
That's fucking epic.
And it just
That
do you
is-
want another bottle? I'll make sure I have another batch.
I tell you what, I reckon we're gonna have to have that.
on top of much.
That's,
Like
I
we
told
said,
you you want- I
we
told you you want
cannot
a full
be held
glass.
responsible if you nut your granddad.
That
but we
is-
will laugh.
That's right. They're both dead.
You can
I'm
still
not-
go nut a gravestone, you
I
cunt.
am not being funny, right? And I mean this seriously. You could fucking sell that. No, seriously, get the fucking license to actually brew your own fucking liquor, and you could sell that.
The bollocks, isn't it?
I'm not joking. That is fucking brilliant.
It's the bollocks, isn't it?
If you could what you probably do is take it down to like 8% and sell it in fucking 500
the
ml
thing
cans.
Is, I have a hydrometer at home. I could have literally tested the percentage of it.
If you could bring it down, yeah, because he makes his
Used
own
to
wine.
make, he used to make a lot of wine.
If you bring that down like 8%, can it in 500 ml cans like Dragon Soup or like Four Loko or whatever, you could fucking sell that and call it Turbo Tea with that fucking branding.
It's a good logo,
I'm
isn't it?
not
You need
fucking
to-
joking.
So I spent like 20 minutes on fucking Photoshop last night designing that just for shits and giggles.
And I spent like 2 minutes on the marketing bullshit.
I've heard some fucking shitty business
For the
plans
listeners who-
in this bar.
That's the one.
That
So,
is
Reg, are you saying that you reckon we could make that profitable?
it's fucking delicious, boys. I
For
mean,
the,
let's
for
go
the
around.
listeners who can't see, the logo says Turbo Tea. The O is obviously a turbo with a flame coming out of it.
And
And the Turbo Tea is written in graffiti.
I love it. I think it's fucking amazing. I'm not joking.
I will make you up as many bottles as you fucking want. It
I mean,
costs me pence.
That is beautiful, but I'm serious. Make that. Make it commercially. Because that would fucking sell. That would fucking sell.
That's in it.
So,
It's the bollocks.
with trepidation or slight trepidation, I must ask that we move to the TripAdvisor ratings.
Oh, 5, mate. 5. There's no question about it. I
Wow.
fucking love it. It's 5.
Fucking yeah, right.
Get them fucking horns on there, Reg. Give a homebrew a 5.
I don't know which one's
Marlon,
is it
do a
orange?
horn.
Is it
Do a
orange?
horn, man.
I don't know which one it is. There you go.
Hey!
It's beautiful. I fucking love it.
I love how we've nearly got through the bottle already.
Oh, it's gone. It's fucking gone. There's one measure left.
To be fair, Reg, this is a key question. Would you have another one? Like, when you finish that one, are you going to pour yourself another one out
Oh,
of the
yeah.
bottle?
If there's enough left, yeah.
Oh, help yourself, mate. Finish it
Oh.
off. I've got another 2 bottles at home. I've got like,
Obviously.
You
I've
can
got like
keep
2
the
litres at
bottle.
home.
The problem is now you've told the secret of how to make it, so now you need to keep that on
this-
the low.
There's
This
no
is
actual
copyright
measurements.
to Turbo Tea, Dano and H, Limited, Corporated, all the rest of it. If you try
You-
and copy
what,
our
right.
drink, we will come round your house and
I'm
stamp
not-
on all your toys.
I'm not
Yeah.
being funny. That what you've got there, the picture of that bottle with the felt tipped in fucking logo. You see stuff like that. People will post that on their Instagram like 2 years, 3-4 years on. They've been like, this was the first ever bottle we made, and this is where it all started. I'm not joking.
I only made it for a piss take a couple of years ago. I thought, fuck it, I'll make them a glass of that because I love that.
Shit on this show, but I am wholly behind this little fucking venture. I love it.
Just read out your favourite bit of the marketing bullshit.
It's the freshness of a still Scottish morning. That line alone. I was like, I'm in. I'm in whole heart and soul and wallet.
Ingredient is actually
do you
haggis.
think it describes the drink though? Like, do you think the marketing bullshit matches with the drink?
I think if you'd have said Yorkshire morning going for the tea
Oh,
thing.
fuck off, Rach.
No, I love it. I'm 5. Marlon, where are you?
I do quite like it.
You do. You're not a tea man.
I'm not a tea man. I'm not. No, I do like a coffee, instant because I'm basic. Yeah, I'll go for a 5 as well.
That's fucking awesome. I love it.
Sessionable.
I'm getting that warm in cheek feeling now.
Yeah.
It's pointless me asking for a fucking rating because I made the shit, so I can get a 5 either way.
I didn't try it until last night when I walked into his house and
It looked like a meth lab.
pretty much. There were 4 different bottles on the side.
Hydrometer over in the corner.
No, he didn't bother getting that out. But there were 4 different bottles on the side. He went, I walked in without even saying, all right, H, how are you? I haven't seen you for a week or two. Shag, try each of them. See what he thinks of me. So I had a swig of each 4 bottles. I was like, yeah, it's not, yeah, not too bad. So the first time I tried it was last night. And I'd give it a 5.
I think it's fucking...
Because it is
stunning.
that one now. That was what we fine-tuned out of all of the other ones.
Massive. The biggest ever in our country.
Donald Trump approved Turbo T. Buy it now.
I think it's brilliant. It's really, really good. You just need a license to sell the shit now. I think that's all you need. Yeah. I can see you with a still out in the hills, like.
With your banjo.
Fuck it, let's make a bottle at 98%. Let's have it fucking like.
Wow. Fuck
We can
me.
grow lemons and we can make gin.
Well, I'm loving it, boys. I'm loving it. Right. I fucking know. You got
Is that a 5 all round?
I think that's a 5 all round. That's the fucking.
Holy
Where the horns at, Marlon? There, the horns. There we go. Even I wear it too. Well done. Proud of you, Dano.
Well done,
Proud of you,
Dano.
man. All right, before we get back into the episode, a massive shout out to the sponsor of this episode, Sean the Chef. Sean the Chef. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone in between. He brews and she brews. Is there a birthday coming up that you're like, oh, I don't fucking know what to buy for them. I don't know what to do. All you need to do is get on Sean the Chef's website, get them a gift card. Because let me tell you, no one is going to be disappointed with Sean the Chef stuff. You are going to blow anything that anyone else has bought out the
All
water.
the wanky Tesco cakes.
Fuck all that nonsense.
off the
Not even
shelf
that.
stuff.
Even if it's someone's birthday and it's your missus and she's like, you're thinking, oh shit, I better sort out a cake. Get in touch with Sean the Chef. Get a personalised cookie slab or a brookie slab, or get a personalised cheesecake built by Sean, obviously. But
Built, not bought, Shaq.
Sean the Builder.
built not bought, like, yeah, exactly. Is the only guy who does a build your own box online mail delivery. He's absolutely fantastic. His stuff is second to none. He's a pioneer in the industry of the baked goods sphere. Shall we say sector? There you go. Thank you. His stuff is amazing. Myself and Marlon can't get enough of the damn stuff. Every time I'm in Clarksville, I'm going to Clarksville Village tomorrow. I got to go take my pans back because they're shit. I bought Mex Demo, didn't I? Fuck them. They're all beat to fuck. So I'm going to be like, oh no. She's like, do you want to come Clarksville tomorrow? Return them fucking pans. I'm like, absolutely no trouble. I'll see you there, Shawnee boy.
All that Teflon bollocks off. Get some stainless and fucking season it proper.
Oh
No, not stainless. You want the old cast, don't he?
Yeah, but yeah, so a massive shout out to Sean the Chef. If you're after any sort of form of baked goods, full cheesecakes, cookie slabs, the whole damn lot, a massive shout out to Sean. Check him out. Link in the description, link in the bio. Big up Sean the Chef. We love you long time.
Buy Sean the Chef's cakes.
Right, on with the rest of the episode. Right, with a bit of a fucking. This is a game of two halves, as they say. We asked you guys this week, today actually, to write in with your crazy ex stories, crazy exes, crazy girlfriends, crazy ex-boyfriends, the whole lot. And by God, did you lot fucking deliver? So, we've got a whole lot to get through, so may as well just get straight into it.
Do you want me to start?
You can start, Molly. You do whatever you want, boo.
From personal experience?
Yeah. We got some personal ones.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get into
I
personal.
I don't know if I've told this before on the podcast.
I can't remember, so the listeners won't either. So crack on.
Happy ground.
Right. So I was with a bird. Probably by the time it was done, it was like 7 months in. So we came out of the famous kudos,
Ah.
and she was being a cunt all night.
DANO'S.
Got outside, got a bit of rams, sat on the wall, and she just started ignoring me. So I finished my rams up, and I was like, right, I'm just going to head out now, because
Give it the old SpongeBob. Right, I'm a head out.
I only lived down the road at the time. Literally 2-3 minutes walk. And that was it.
Yeah.
Went home, I was like, that's fine, that's done now, because I've had enough of her fucking shit attitude. Went to bed. Half an hour later, there's fucking banging and screaming at the back door. It was
You're with the parents at this point.
yeah,
Oh.
mum and dad's house.
Old man, come down, kick off.
This fucking bitch is at the door. Right, so I came down and I was like, well, you ignored me. Like, for the past fucking 2-3 hours, you didn't say anything to me, so I went home and you can fuck yourself.
Huh?
And at that point, she took her stilettos off,
Huh?
turned around and beelined for my car.
What? Oh, you don't fuck with a man's car.
Nah, I rugby tackled a bitch.
Yeah, Roy.
Straight to the floor.
Don't fucking
And her friend's dad ended up coming to pick her up.
Oh, fuck.
She fucked up.
Bruh.
Yeah, never fuck with the Ignis.
Mate, there's this fucking... Yeah, bitches be cray. I think we're going to be saying that a few times on this episode. I've only got one crazy ex-girlfriend story, and this was back from school, so this is like going back years now. It was Christmas Day. It was Christmas Day, and I was going to the pub for Christmas Day because we didn't have we were living in a caravan at the time. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that.
No, you hadn't, mate.
No,
I didn't realise that.
I was living in a caravan at the time, so we went. Everyone that was like, it was basically all the gypsies, tramps, and thieves all went to the pub. We had Christmas dinner at the pub.
That's quite common, though.
Well, yeah, everyone that had no bit like the pub was shut, and we went there for Christmas. So it was like everyone that wasn't, whatever, everyone that didn't have nowhere else to go, basically. So we went there, and I left my phone at home because it was in Pretty, and there's no signal in Pretty, infamously.
Yeah, so
I
there's no
left my
point
phone
in
at
wandering
home.
around with
I
it.
came back to my phone. I had 117 missed calls on Christmas Day.
117.
Yeah, I said to my mum, I was like, "Oh, she's trying to get hold of me," and she was like, "Yeah, I think you probably should call that a day, son." I was like,
That's cray.
Yeah. She turned. I think, and after that, we like broke up, and like she turned. We broke up, and her mum turned up to pick her up, and that was the end of that. Anyway, and I was like 14, I reckon, at the time, and I saw her mum in the street like a month later, and I like sort of waved hello to her, and she scowled at me. I was like, "Bro, fuck off! We are 14. What does it matter? We've been together 9 months, you bitch." Yeah, she was fucking.
So crazy runs in the family, then.
Yeah. What?
Have you got your own?
Her mum was a
personal
fucking loon and all.
Have I got, what is it, Crazy X story?
Crazy ex
Yeah.
personal story. I know. I just remembered one that I'll
No,
give.
not
but-
really. I mean, they all chase after me because I'm just the epitome of the god of human form. But
With a 40-foot forehead.
40-foot forehead and a 50-foot something else. No, not really. If they're old enough to bleed, they're old enough to breed.
it. Oh, Jesus.
It's the words of Reg's Uncle Gary.
Whee!
No, I don't really. I haven't.
You've done well then.
I've escaped most of it by being unattractive and bold most of my life. So, you can only have a crazy ex if you've had a girlfriend, and I seem to have avoided that most of my life. So, no, it's not.
You never keep them around enough long enough for them to get attached.
Well, as soon as they're out of warranty, I'm trading them in for a new one. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've had an ex who was crazy, but not a crazy ex. There was no like real bad breakup, fucking bollocks, nothing like that. Except for one bird I met up with down fucking Froome way. It was not Warminster, the other one, Westbury. Met up with her a couple of times. She seemed a bit fucking keen, and I was like, "Yeah, you don't seem too bad. You've got some horses, a bit of agri girl, bit of equine fucking slag.
There is
You're the
your
fucking-
first problem.
You're a love life." until that one night.
Until
I fucking
the
I only
night.
met her like 4 or 5 times, like, and I went round hers and I fucking met up. We went up and she was like, "Oh, we'll go up to my room." I was like, "Yeah, no worries." Went up. She was like, "Oh, I've got some fucking dresses to try on for some, I don't know, equine ball or some bollocks." And she's trying these dresses on. I was like, yeah, they look all right. They're not too fucking shabby, like. And she she got into bed and she wouldn't fucking stop tickling me. Like, for love nor fucking money would she stop tickling me. And the only way I'll write down in. The only way I could stop from tickling me was give her a kiss. And it fucking wound me up after a while. And then it turns out she wouldn't give blowjobs, so I fucked her off.
And that was the end of that.
Yeah, fucking deleted her on everything.
Job on. I always told her
She messaged me. She had me mate on fucking Facebook and Instagram. She messaged me like, "I'll wait for him as long as it takes. Don't worry. He's a really nice lad." And I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be waiting a fucking long time."
So she's like the apprentice down the part shop. You go ask for a long wait. Yeah.
Fucking
Tartan paint mine.
Fucking crazy ass motherfucker.
Fuck's sake. Yeah, no, fuck that. Well, I always told the missus when she starts tickling me, I'm like, by doing this, you've signed a waiver that you are not responsible for your own injuries.
Yeah,
that will incur from this.
You're gonna get punched.
Yeah, literally, I fucking hate it.
It is total wipeout with a West Country accent.
It is. Kicking off. Right, should we get into reading some then?
Let's get into it.
Right, Marlon, do you want to start off or go around the table?
I certainly can. Shag, crazy ex stories. Well, how about mine? We met, fell for each other, and bought a stunning 400-year-old cottage together. Got married, had a wicked honeymoon, etc. Life seemed great. A year and a bit in, well, she got comfortable in the relationship and gained a few pounds. Eating a whole cheesecake and drinking a bottle of wine 4 nights a week might do that.
Proper.
Jesus.
Proper mind.
But there's gluttony
That
and then
sounds like
there's
a
taking a
problem.
piss. Well, one day after work, I came home to find a note saying that she couldn't make it work anymore and that she had left me. Well, that's a shitter, but the worst was still to come. When hoovering up, I found a letter that had been shoved under the Welsh dresser. She hadn't been paying the mortgage and the house was being repossessed the next week.
Oh, poor
shit.
motherfucker.
A frantic phone call to the lender and I explained my situation. I kept the house, but only just.
Oh.
After some investigation, she had run up nearly 40k in debts in my name with payday lenders and the likes.
No.
Most of it got dropped as I could prove I hadn't signed for it. Well, a year or so later, I checked my bank statements and found a payment for something that I didn't recognise. I rang the fraud department up and talked through my concerns. I'd been signed up to uniformdating.com.
What?
Uniformdating.com. The bank were brilliant and asked if it was me. I said no. Well, it turns out the online matchmaker is quite open with the banks when it comes to fraud. And they sent me an email with my ex's picture and the details on. I asked if it was me. I didn't tell a lie, and I said it was the ex-missus. The bank gave me the option to speak to her and ask if it was a mistake that she had used my card to sign up. I rang her. She denied it. I didn't tell her I'd seen her profile. I rang the bank up, and, Halifax takes fraud quite seriously, it turns out. The old Bill went round and arrested her for fraud.
Oh!
I moved on. Life's bloody amazing.
Snap.
I still speak to her family, and her mum and dad still send birthday and Christmas cards. It's a bit weird, but I'll never turn down the gift cards they send.
Shit.
Jeez.
That's the thing. There's it's a tale as old as time. Too many blokes let their women do all the finances and that. And I don't fucking know. She sorts all that out until it comes to that day where she fucks off and you realise she's been skimming off the top, like from the mob. She's been taken from the mob. And you're fucked financially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too many man.
Oh, the fuck. Yeah. No, that's a what do you call it?
That's deep, man.
Yeah, that's a cautionary tale. That's the words. Right.
Poor motherfucker.
Right, I've got the next one. Evening, boys. I had an ex convince me to pay for her birthday trip to Florida for 2 weeks and left me on the day we got back with no explanation, only to find out a few months later that the reason she left me was because she fell pregnant before we went, and apparently I had ruined her birthday and holiday.
Did she tell him she was...
Hey, I'm just telling you what I've got here. That was
Fucking bitch.
$7,000 down the drain. Most awkward part of this was 6 years ago. This was the most awkward part about this. It was 6 years ago, and her dad still calls me when he needs advice on DIY projects. I always think there's the ultimate power play when you stay friends with the old man. To be fair,
Was the child his?
I guess so.
I assume-
Yes, I assume so.
Yeah.
It just seems like, fuck.
But he got a good holiday out of it.
Yeah, man, take the 2 weeks. I mean, he's paid for it, which
Yeah.
sucks. But I guess she's seen it as like, oh, you've ruined my life by getting me pregnant. I'm like, bitch,
It takes two to tango.
hey, you said it, not me, baby. You said it, not me. I mean, there are other options. I mean, it goes against God, but not like anything we've done in here does it? But fuck. Right, you're busy chowing down on your scran here. There is a rule about no eating on the podcast, but I will let that wave because you lot are going to be bollocks.
How about fuck off?
Your man likes his food. Food comes above everything else.
How about fuck off?
I will fight any man who will stand against me between me and food. But as you can probably hear, I am ready for the reading.
Go on then.
Oh, boys. I have a few batshit X stories. Here's one. Better keep it a non, please, boys. Back along in my early 20s, I was licking my wounds from the devastating after effects of being chewed up and spat out by a cock Hungary. I'm going to put that down as a spelling check because it's not from that part of the world. Elder single mother. Steady, Reg.
Fucking single mums. They're out there. They're only here to do us damage.
Them Latina bitches. Oh.
And for extra bonkers points, she was a nurse. But that's another story. Sad and horny, I turned to the more innocent times of the late noughties internet and soon struck up a conversation with a local lass. The bants went well until she said, hey, maybe you should meet my cousin, in inverted commas, who I imagine was like the Stig's American cousin. It was here the first DEFCON 1 warning should have gone off, but alas, them red flags just look like a finish line.
Your man could tell a story. I'm loving this.
Conversation with this mystery relative kicked off with surprisingly similar ways of typing the written word. I was sure it was the same chick, but whatever. She wanted to meet me. And meet we did. And fuck me, she was hot. Ticked all the boxes, and for an agricultural retard like myself, I'm just gonna point out this isn't one that I've written. While I identify similarly, it was not me. I thought I was punching well above my weight. A few years younger, but very pretty. In a ditzy blonde kind of way. First date, she let me jizz on her tummy. And from then on, we were inseparable. Shag, bit of fairy liquid will separate that quite well. Blinded by blonde hair and sensational blowjob technique. And in brackets, she would blow your custard back down your shaft, down the bollocks, and then suck it all off the hairy plums.
Mummy!
And the fact that she took it up the ass, I ignored her general lack of intelligence and immaturity in certain areas. Honestly, this just sounds like everyone I went to college with. Wow, the next line has got me.
Go on.
One day she rolled over and whispered, hey, Spud, I want a baby.
Oh,
Alarm, alarm, alarm.
Alarm!
I now know what it feels like to be a German sub-commander. Not being the most careful milkman on this particular round, a mad panic set.
Careful
In,
milkman.
in fact, I shat it for some time, avoiding the unusual conception techniques until she realised. Right in front of several friends at a certain outdoor marketplace of Land Rovers, shite near Sodbury, this 18-year-old blonde in tight cappas launched into a shrieking rant about denying her family and how I should grow up and face my responsibilities. Are you preggers then or no? But this was the beginning of the end, and it kind of fizzled out gradually. The end coming when she had a teeny bopper house party and fucked some fat kid with a bigger willy than mine. I make no apologies for that, but she wanted it. That was that, I thought, and I settled back into life with fond memories and a pleasing relief that she was no longer my problem. What an idiot. Fast forward about 6 months. Back then, forums were a real thing. And being diseased from birth with Land Rover AIDS, I was an ardent and enthusiastic user. One evening, a new user appeared. A beep from sunny beep where I lived. Hey, look at this, my mate said. And in their intro pic was a photo. A crop photo with no head, but a nice-looking blonde lass in her undies. Clearly a wrong un, though. Posting this to a load of fat off-roaders. Hang on, I recognise that bedroom. Yep, it was her. And in the following crazed few hours, she sent nudes to various friends and acquaintances, as well as public claims that I had banged her when she was 15. She caught my mate wanking in her bedroom, and that I didn't even have a driving licence. And the crowning glory of all of these insults, I'd given her an STD. To be honest, I'd have preferred an STI, but, beggars can't be choosers. Memory fuzzes the exact happenings of the next few days, but she got bored and fucked off. Then silence for years. I saw her once on a visit back home across a smoky dance floor. cue Vienna playing. I reckon that'll work quite well. You know the one. Vienna. And I heard on the grapevine she was living with a local banger racer, which is the sort of person who does a drop curb and a fucking lovely driveway on the cheap. You know, the kind of person who gets their home insurance cheaper if they have a black box. And presumably had a similar, well, she loves the ass attitude to her mental illness.
That's done me in. That's done me in.
Oh, fucking jippos.
They had a really bad night's sleep last night because he kept rolling over on a gear lever. Oh. Over the next 20 years, I've had the odd strange email, message, Insta follow that's undoubtedly her. My mates have too. One of the nudes cropped up about a year ago, which seemed to set her off again. But luckily, modern social media makes blocking these loons an easy click of the fingers. Batshit but fit, she really was.
That fucking tipped me in. I tell you what, I'm not an advocate for opioids, but that fucking blonde little piece that he was on about there, she needs some fucking Xanax in her life and calm the fuck down, all right? Jesus. Just have a couple downers, have a glass of wine, just chill out, you crazy hoe. Fucking hell.
Right.
Go on, then,
this is my one. I'm a bit of fucking spastic and it's a long old fucking read, so bear with, will you? Let's have fun with this. She was one of those floaty hippie types, smelling of joss.
Smelling of joss.
I just wonder around house with a joss stick like.
Smelling of joss sticks and vegan farts. What the fuck's a vegan fart smell like then?
Apples.
Lavender.
But absolutely batshit crazy and put up with a lot of booze from her. Until one day when we were on the way to Portsmouth for her mother's and the usual car argument ensued. Where I need to stop the fuck me. I see what your problem with fucking punctuation, doesn't it, mates? I love a fucking
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Mother and where I need to stop being where I need to stop being me, etc. When I thought, fuck this, so turned the car around, which properly pissed her off. And she was screaming at me like a demented banshee, hitting and slapping me in the possess. If anyone knows the A36 between Codford and Nook, but you start going downhill on a sharp right-hand bend, well, it's at this stage in our journey with her going bright red, I was just about to say, if you shut the fuck up, we can pull over and talk. She decided in her infinite wisdom to rip the handbrake up with both hands, sending the car into a spin and crashing into the bank.
Fucking silly bitch.
Thankfully, it was a Sunday.
Keep your hands off the disco stick, bitch.
And not many wagons or cars was on the road, otherwise it would have been a different story.
Fuck.
And that bend in my mind, we will always be known as Laura's Corner. Moral of the story: when you're in two minds as to grab a kebab, go home and have a wank, or go into the pub opposite for one more drink, as that's where I met the twat. I think hindsight, I should have gone and thrown myself around my room with a kebab in my hand and saved a lot of stress and money. The body work might be different, but the engine management is still on the same.
Oh, you boys are
I'm crying.
They're knocking out.
Motherfucker, you can't spell or fucking put punctuation in, but fuck me, that was funny.
I tell you what, they're knocking it out of the park this time.
Oh, drive, you poor bastard.
It was the two hands on the handbrake that got me.
How big is the handbrake?
Oh, yeet.
We should have like a scale of like bunny boiler, bitches be crazy, and like you need some
TripAdvisor out of 5.
Who said what about Bunny?
Oh, God. Oh,
Go on, Biff, Chip and Kipper.
Marlon's just trying to hold himself together here.
Right.
I'm trying to hold my bladder together like a pregnant woman. Fucking hell.
You
Had
look
a
it.
crazy ex. Used to think it was funny while I was asleep to wake me up by scraping her nails down my back, drawing blood.
What?
The very same piece of shit also decided to help herself to my credit card details and blow 10k.
Oh,
That's worse than the stabbing of the back.
bro, I envy that credit score to get 10k on the car. What a legend.
Shout out Tesco. This is not my story. I just know Tesco is very, very generous.
Allegedly.
Very liberal with the old pound notes.
There was also a surprise pregnancy during this time. Also, this got my mind going, as I hadn't had my leg over for months. She decided the abortion clinic looked appealing as she didn't want sprogs. Basically, to wrap it up, simply, I found out a few months after the coat hanger treatment centre had done their thing that I 100% wasn't the father.
Oh.
And that
Sounds
she
like
was
a them
sleeping
problem.
with 3 different guys behind my back at the same time.
She must have been walking like John Wayne.
Safe to say, been that off, but she wasn't done there. She had the audacity to tell her family that I was the one who cheated and her father and brother came round to try and smash my head in.
Fuck.
I informed said father how much his darling daughter was in fact a big fat slag.
The bitch has been rogered more times than a policeman's radio, for fuck's sake.
more splatter than a fucking plaster's radio.
I haven't got fucky life.
She's
And
been
it says
caught more
fucky
than John
life on the
Wayne's
back of it,
rifle.
and I haven't got that on the soundboard.
I'm not being funny, Shag. It sounds like she was never yours. It was just your turn.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
If fucking
Everyone did.
return that to where you found it. The
Turn to
streets.
sender.
Lost and found.
Fucking hell. Right, next one I got. Not quite sure this is what you're looking for, but once I had one of my exes who I'd had no contact with for about 12 months ring me out of the blue at 1 in the morning.
Why isn't she blocked?
One random Saturday a few weeks back. I don't know. She was crying and very upset because her car had broken down, and I was wondering if I could help. Either by going out at 1 a.m. and fixing the car, or by taking her onwards to where she wanted to go. Needless to say, I told her to go fuck herself and went back to bed.
Good job.
Glad.
I learned a few days later from a mutual friend of ours that she'd broken down on the way to a late night dick appointment with somebody she'd met on Tinder. And to make matters worse, after calling me, she then had Mr. Tinder guy come to where she was broken down and do her in the lay-by where she was stuck.
My man.
To this day, I don't know out of all the people in the world why she would choose me to be the one to call. Keep up the class work on the podcast, guys, and keep this anonymous.
It's obviously a mechanical genius.
I'm not being funny, but like that's a fairly big brain move. I can't come to you. To be fair, hell, why are you going to him? Usually, you know, men are hungry. They'll come to you. Like, you know, if you've broken down, Shag's thinking, well, you know, 50-50. We'll meet in the middle.
Blow out in the lay-by, move on. Like.
Oh, fuck me. I've got. No, I can't. I've got a lay-by story. It's not about me. It's about someone else, but I can't fucking tell it.
You
It's,
definitely can. You
No,
just
I
don't
can't.
want to.
No,
It's different.
Is it
don't.
not a shitty sock this time?
No, it's not. It's not. It's a bit close to home, and that's,
My millions.
Maybe. No, it's not even that time. Have I been? No, I've never broken down dogging. I don't think. No. Right.
How the fuck do you break down dogging? You're already
got found by
stationary.
the police, dogging.
You did.
Same.
Yeah.
Really? I've
Never
never had,
fun.
never had a tap on the window.
Yeah.
Was it me? I used to ride around with a beacon on with a blue lens on instead of orange.
Yeah, that's one way to get the police to give you a little bit more attention than what you should.
Only if you turn it on in the right places.
If
Or
you're turning
wrong
her on in
places.
the right place, he's on to a winner. Oh, we want the next story? I
You
mean,
carry-
we've
you
already had
carry
the
on.
prelude for it. So, me and the ex were having a few problems, so she asked me to stop by my parents on the Friday night with our lad. I was working on the Saturday morning, so 7 a.m. I'm dropping the lad off at our house. Bit odd, the chain is on. So I'm knocking on the door. She comes down, opens the door gingerly as my lad walked in. I noticed a man's leather jacket hanging on the banister rail. What the fuck? That ain't mine. So boom! I storm up the stairs only to find my mate and team leader in my fucking bed. I booted the cunt in the face, gave him a slap or three, and then remembered I got a claw hammer in the boot of the motor. So I went out, got me lad, put him in the car, got the hammer, and was heading back to the house. Luckily for me, the ex locked the door. Should have used a hammer a bit harder, Shaq. Saved me from doing time. Fair enough, I suppose, but you know, time's only a number, innit? 8 coppers came and arrested me. I wouldn't let me lad in the house with him, so me neighbour took him till I left. They put the cuffs on, took me away. As we were waiting to find a station to take me to, I asked him if they could slacken the cuffs off. He asked if I was going to kick off, so I asked him if he'd shag my missus. To which...
Fucking hell, that's savage.
Some boy!
Which he laughed and then asked if I knew him. As soon as I told him the guy was a so-called mate of my team leader, he took the cuffs off and said he would have done the same. Charges are dropped. My lad was 5 and me and the ex would have been together 7 years. I came away with 2 carrier bags of clothes. Fucking bitch. Actually, I'm going to do that again. You fucking bitch, yeah. Since then, she's had 2 kids with another bloke and another kid with another. Here ends the lesson of St. John. Or whoever that man was.
Jesus. And then I remember
You done fucked up, Aaron.
Then I remembered I had a claw hammer in the boot. I was like, whoa, this is taking a fucking turn.
Shit, here he comes, it's on.
That's one step down from Jag ownership going, oh, I got a shotgun in the boot of a motor. I'm going to
You
go
wanna
sort
move
this
it
out
from-
once and for all. I'm going to turn the cunt into a veneer on the back bedroom wall here.
You want to make it easy access, move it from the boot, put it in the door pocket.
His pronouns are about to become was and were. He identifies as here and over there.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Fuck, what are they going to do?
What a
Sagai.
Jesus Christ. Claw hammer, mind.
Fucking
Some boy.
some fucking policemen, not all that forgiving.
No,
No.
yeah.
No, they tend to arrest you.
Sutcliffe, hammer time. Anyway.
Dano, you sound like you're trying to
Can't touch
prelude into something about being arrested.
Yeah,
Is there anything you'd like to share with the group? Given that you're amongst friends here. And
What happened at our Christmas piss-up?
right.
Are you going to tell the fucking story?
In all fairness, probably should have put this in the how's your week been, but it wasn't the other week, it was the other month. Turns out,
What was? See?
what happened?
turns out, quite a lot of piss is consumed during a Christmas night out with the dog house and family.
I think we've established that pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit like
In
Jack
all fairness,
Whitehall, isn't it?
It
It's
was
like
kind
Jack-
of expected.
We always get told bar takings from every do that we do, and it never ceases to amaze me. So,
In my defence, in the alleged of my defence, it wasn't me, but wasn't me. I said I wouldn't drink that much, but I did. So I drank some beers and some cocktails and some other things,
some wine.
some wines, and we drove home. I didn't get home very early that night.
We got home at what could be described as mid-morning.
Mid.
the sun was cresting the horizon.
It was.
No,
Yeah.
the sun was up. Put it this way: if you went to McDonald's, you couldn't have got a breakfast when we got home.
Oh!
Basically, I got arrested for doing DUI. Because I was a penis and drank one too many of these gins and lemonades.
But unlike Luke Coombs, it wasn't 1 too many; it was 5 too many.
It was a few too many, and I blew 42 on the roadside out of 35, which is the legal limit.
Oh, you were close then.
I was very close.
Yeah.
So I got put into some shiny metal jewelry,
Lovely bracelets.
He looks great in
lovely
silver.
bracelets. Which, in all fairness, I found funny at the time.
Council bangles, I call them.
Council bangles, yeah, that sounds a fair question. That, yeah, they moved my car off the road. Don't know how they fucking did that because I didn't have any power steering because I blew the fucking power steering line a couple of days before, so they fucked that up. There was power cables hanging out the roof because the fucking backpack air horns that I mounted to the roof fucked off.
We'll get to them later.
So they moved that off the road. I got arrested, taken to Yeovil police station where I did a breathalyzer test. I managed to lose 7 units in half an hour because
That's
I was making myself,
hyperventilating.
I was making myself hyperventilating like a motherfucker.
Just get that heart rate up.
I was doing everything I could. I was fucking breathing fast, tapping
Wanking.
my feet, fucking wanking,
Your
Back in
man
the
sounded
car.
like a Morse code machine.
playing
in the
with
back
me
of the police
nipples a
car.
lot. Anything I could do,
with the balls.
anything I could do to make
So,
my heart
what
rate
did you blow?
40,
The police
42
officer.
or 43. I can't remember which one it was.
And what did you blow when you got to the police station?
34.
Call of the
Oh,
officers.
Jesus, were they like fair play, mate?
No, they asked me why I was blowing so high. I said because I haven't eaten in for about 72 hours, which in all fairness I hadn't.
But it must be said, I'm not offering advice for the scumbags listening because that would be irresponsible.
I asked why I'd got pulled over because at the time everyone had their seatbelt on. I was doing the speed limit and I'd done no actual road traffic violations at all. And they said because my car looked like a piece of shit.
I mean, they're not wrong.
The arresting officer did
So
say
the
that.
moral of that story is if you're going to go to a doghouse Christmas party,
Book a taxi.
book a taxi.
Don't fucking drink and drive, you
in all
pieces of
fairness, they
shit.
dropped me back off at my car, which was a whole nother story because I got in a police chase on the way back to my car.
No way.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I got
Were you like left hand down, Shag? Right,
I
over,
was-
right. What's it?
Right. 3 left over, Crest. Don't cut into 4 right, 90.
No, it's a
We got the bastard.
left on Cornwall Road there.
nothing could have gone on my favour better because on the way there we had to pull over because a bloke was pissing with his trousers and his boxers round his ankles in the middle of the road. So they had to pull over to stop him from doing that, which gave me some
legend.
extra time.
Man's hyperventilator got a hair balloon in the back of the motor.
Once I got given the all fucking clear, I decided it was that time to take the piss out of the policeman who pulled me over. So I rinsed them as far as I could. One of them was went from London to Wales, and I said, well, it's all murder up there, and he didn't like that.
No, he didn't find that funny.
He didn't find that funny. No. Yeah, and on the way back, there was another drunk driver coming on the same road towards where we were going back to my car. And he said, I don't know if you mind, but we're going to have to intervene with this because he's on the same road. So we're going to have to intervene and help out with the pursuing vehicles. And I was like, I got
Gotta
fuck
go,
all else
dog.
to be, have I? I'm in the back of your car with my hands cuffed. I got fuck all else to do. So we blocked the road and failed because the bloke drove straight past him. Fucking useless cunt. It was only a fucking one-way road as it was. I don't know how he managed it. He's fucking useless twat.
These pursuit
Anyway,
trainings going
Shout
well.
out Avon and Somerset.
So-
you
he
some
does-
bitches couldn't close an umbrella.
Motherfucker does a fucking 10-point turn, starts chasing him down. There was
Couple of
already a
chunks.
couple of cars fucking went past us with the lights on. And he said, we're going to get in a box situation. I was like, I've seen one of them
that.
on police camera action. I said, which part are we going to be? He's like, we're going to be in the second box of the 3 boxes. And I was like, sounds fun. Where's that? And he said, on the outside. So a car pulls past in front, car pulls up behind him, and we go on the outside. I looked across and I can only describe as the man who looked out the window as being more bojangled than Mr. Bojangle on Bangle Street. I leant forward into this seat, hands still cuffed, and said, now that man is bull-bagged.
Just imagine taking you back to your car after you've blown over the limit. You're just giving them shit the whole way home.
Box.
Yeah, so it was a fucking good night, to be honest.
And I'm gonna resume the story ever so slightly later on. I went back to another regular listener's house who can remain anonymous for his own sake. Will Austin. But I was back at his house. I got a phone call from young Daniel at, I don't know, 2:45 in the morning, 3 o'clock, something like that. And I'd been under the assumption I'd already been on the phone to Yeovil Police Station. A very attractive sounding lady on the phone. God, I could have taken her out for dinner. On the phone to her, and she said, all I can tell you is that he's not in our custody anymore. I don't know where he is. I was like, right, well, that's really fucking useless
I
for
was
me
back in my car.
because I am the bottom end of Somerset and I live in Wiltshire, so I could really do with knowing whether I've got a £150 taxi bill to get home or my mate can give me a lift. And she went, I don't know, to be honest with you. I just, it's nothing to do with me. 10 minutes after
trying
that,
to catch these swans, look.
yeah, it's just the one swan, actually. 10 minutes after that, I get a phone call from the man himself who'd left his phone in his car over the entire ordeal. So
fucking
that meant
spastic.
I haven't finished yet. Dano was where his car was dropped off. So he was dropped off by his car. The police left and he rang me. His phone at the time would not run a phone call and Google Maps. It would not run Google Maps at all with the signal that we had wherever he was.
It was Android and it was shit, Marlon.
That's because you bought a shit Android.
No, he
didn't buy
inherited one because he broke his iPhone. But anyway, please, may I
Fucking
continue?
fault.
Shut up. He was on the phone to me, had like enough signal to do a phone call, but that was it. I was at someone who should remain nameless's house, Will Austin, and Dano was wherever his car got impounded by the constabulary. And we had to somehow unite each other so that we could both go home. On the phone to Dan, where are you? Well, where the car got dropped off to. Right, okay. I don't know where that is in relation to me. Shag, got an idea. Now, those of you who've seen us at Shepton Truck Show last year would be familiar with the backpack air horn scenario. The backpack air horns have since been mounted into a roof box on the top of Dano's car. So he is able to deploy the said air horns while moving. Dano, blow your fucking horns a minute. Right, I've got you. You're about 3 miles southwest of me. You want to come along the road where you're going along and then hang a left at some point. When you find a left, hang a left and go on and blow the horns again.
It was like
this
shit Morse
game
code.
went on. It was like battleships for about 45 minutes of Now, Dan, I don't know quite how, but you're northeast of me now. You've somehow gone past without going past me on the road. So blow your horns again. Yeah, no, you're facing the wrong way now. Turn around, come back to where you come from. This went on, it was 5 o'clock in the morning, and we eventually got reunited. We were regaling each other stories for what had happened that night, and we decided to go home at that. We were do with a little sleep.
Fuck.
Air horn Morse code was great.
Air horn Morse
What a
code
mess.
was great.
Anyway, back to the crazy bitch stories.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
Don't drink and drive. Really bad idea. Right. Thank you to Anonymous. I don't know who the fuck you are, obviously. One of my exes thought she'd fuck things up with my current missus, now present wife, as a lad who lived near her started working for the same dealership as me but at different branch. She managed to get a pic of his van one day and sent it to the missus, saying that I'd just been round to give her a quick disappointment. As you can imagine, this went down like a sack of shit in a lift. Oh, there's more. Hang on. There we go. After a barrage of texts and she sending me the pic of my van outside my ex's house, this was then when I pointed out 3 issues with the pic. 1, I was in the wrong make of van. 2, I was the wrong depot phone number of the van. And 3, the most important, I think, I was hours away in Chroma. Where the fuck is Chroma?
No idea.
So it definitely wasn't me, with a crying emoji face. Remember, every woman is slightly bi, you just have to work out if it's polar or sexual.
Shit. That's like next level crazy bitch shit.
That's proper.
Imagine going to those sort of lengths just to fuck up your man's like life, not your ex man's just happiness.
But yeah,
going
some
forward.
people are sour like that, aren't they?
The thing is, we have like a 90% male listenership, so obviously we're going to hear 90% of the male side of the stories. I'm sure there's a lot of crazy blokes out there, but fuck me.
I'm not a clever man at all.
I'm not a clever man.
And I feel
don't
sorry
say.
for you bastards having to read this shit out, because I've now read 2. And there is almost 0 punctuality and none of it makes sense.
We know our demographic. We know who they are. We're not fucking worried.
I'm fucking
We're all,
qualified.
we're
at
all
this now.
scum.
I'm qualified in twat.
We're ground workers, not fucking not architects.
Like a who? So I had an actual girlfriend. This is a story sent in. It's not me. Right. So I had an actual girlfriend back in the school days. She was a bit weird, but fucking tidy. As all things do, relationships come to an end. Probably after about 2 weeks of us being apart, I learnt she was shagging my best mate. Upon being questioned about the matter, she decided to sucker punch me in front of half the school.
What?
On the day, I did sympathise with women beaters just a tiny bit.
He clocked her back.
That's not what he's saying. But, like, you split up. Why are you questioning her? Well, obviously a teacher saw it, and I was the one to get in trouble.
Oh, he did clock her back then.
Then after reviewing the
definitely given her left, right,
CCTV,
good
I
night.
was no longer in trouble, but the teachers insisted police got involved. And my mum, being an overprotective mother, she insisted I get a restraining order put in place.
Bruh, equal rights, equal fights.
So life
If a
with a
woman could
restraining
give a
order
punch,
against
she
her
can take one.
is pretty sweet. Not bothered. Shagging whoever looks at me until the day the restraining order is no longer in effect. She messaged me saying she's practicing witchcraft for the past 18 months and she's cursed me in my future relationship.
Bro, stop shagging these weird women.
Until I
If
get
they go
back
to
with her.
Glastonbury, leave them alone.
After speaking to a few old schoolmates, she's practicing this witchcraft against me and my current girlfriend, which I've been with for 3 years.
I can see her there.
People got real fucking issues.
You can see her there in a pot over the stove. I am frog and bark of oak.
She's definitely got a fucking Ken doll with a load of needles stuck out the front of the cunt. Does this hurt when I poke it out? What about now?
What the fuck? There are some fucking
There's
weird,
some
there's
crazy
some weird
people.
cat women out there. That's
motherfuckers.
that's on the no. I got one. I got another one. My crazy hippie ex missus will get drunk and on her way home will walk her joystick burning ass to the other side of town to my fucking humble abode just to break into my back garden to cry.
Joystick. What?
And while throwing small stones at my fucking bedroom window. We broke up last year. She a hoe. I gotta read that again.
She a hoe.
On her way home, her joystick burning ass. Right, you want to make the boys in the doghouse laugh? Just make a joystick joke or any sort of like fucking smelly armpit woman joke. We're done. We're fucking done.
You're done. You're done.
You're done.
Oh God, her joystick.
Fucking hell.
Tie-dye looking motherfucker. Oh, right, H, you got the next one, mate.
Right, we got a little quick one here. Not on the level of those above. But my charming ex left me after 2 years because I chose to support my mum financially for a bit after my dad died instead of buying her a house. Well, it was weirdly personal, but anyway.
Is that you?
Shag, no, it wasn't. I didn't write this. Fit, suck dick like a champion. Is he on about her mother or what? Fit, suck dick like a champion, but an absolute raging cunt. No, he's on about Reg.
Raging cunt.
The lack of morals was made clear when she offered to suck me off in a car at a mate's mum's funeral after we'd split. 2 out of 10 TripAdvisor rating, would not recommend, even if the head was top tier. Shag, you got a number or no? I'll take one for the team.
If you've broken up with her and she's offering to suck you off at your mate's funeral, then...
No, mate, hang on, let's just... mate's mum's funeral. So it's Auntie Jackie's sister's brother's cousin's boy. She's getting soil chucked on the top of her and she wants to give a bit of old sloppy toppy like.
That's fucking insane. Those women need their fucking head read.
Bitches be cray-cray.
Right, over to you, Dano. What you got for us?
Right. Not sure if I'd say this is a crazy ex story, but I was a bit crazy once. In my early 20s, my boyfriend of the time... Oh, we got a woman listener!
It's Laura or Rach.
My boyfriend of the time used to go out and get absolutely hammered every weekend. He had no limit, would come home out of it, unable to stand or hold a glass, and I'd have to drag him upstairs to bed. Sounds like Reg. One bank holiday weekend, he told me the boys were going on a pub crawl on their bikes. I generally had enough of it. As all knew, he'd either not come home or would be in a state. So I took matters into my own hands. I went to the garden shed in my pink fluffy dressing gown, wielding a kitchen knife.
Oh my God.
Fucking hang on.
I knew she was going to do that.
And I punctured both tyres.
Yes.
In an attempt to stop him going out. Watched him cycle off down the road and got into... How did he manage down the road? I would have meant to edge at the shed, let alone down the fucking road.
I looked like, job's fucked.
Job's fucked, drive.
Got to the end, realising they were flat. Fucking dopey cunt. Marginally backfired as he went and bought a cheap bike from someone in town and then still didn't come home the next morning. Cunt. I moved out shortly after.
Your man was straight on Facebook Marketplace.
Your man was going to the pub.
I got a fucking puncher a fucking new bike.
Yeah, your man's got a pint to drink. He ain't got time for none of this psycho bullshit.
Come on. We're going down the pub. I mean, what a knobhead, but like,
Your man's got class.
it was a fluffy pink dressing gown and the kitchen knife. That's what it was like. My dick started to shrivel straight away. I was like, oh my fucking God.
shit.
It's funny, mine got bigger.
Mate, I like a dressing gown. Easy
Yes, you
access.
spend your fucking life in when you can.
It's easy, isn't it?
Go on, Marlon.
Right, crazy ex story. So it was when I just turned 18. I was with this girl who was only a few months younger than me, but she wasn't able to come out on New Year's piss up.
Nonce.
Anyway, hours later, me and my mates were in Spoons, and she was messaging me saying she was outside ready to pick me up. She was with her mum, and it was 8 o'clock.
What? On New Year's Eve?
Ain.
Get to fuck.
As she thought I was with other women, which I wasn't.
Slamming ass.
and refused to leave the outside of this Weatherspoons for about 2 hours.
She wouldn't go anywhere.
She wouldn't go home.
And she got mother sat there as well,
Yeah.
keeping her on idle like.
Go on high idle on a 45. Get another 4.5 ready to go.
It proper put me off her, as I gave her no reason not to trust me. My mates had to do a recce of the doors to see if she left.
Send the boys
And
out.
we did a runner to the infamous Bar 7 Club. Safe to say, it didn't last much longer, as it proper put me off. No, I understand that, mate.
Yeah, that's relatable, to be
What's
fair.
going home at half 8 on fucking New Year's Eve?
Dano, for the last 3 years, you've passed out before midnight on New Year's. You're in no
I passed
position
out
to
before
talk.
8 o'clock New Year's Eve.
You're doing well to be vertical at the moment, Dano. I won't lie.
Gotta send on, Adam.
you sick in my hot tub. We're gonna fall out, Shag. All right, this is
I way off that. Yeah,
short and beautiful. Right,
Just like Marlon.
You know the score, boo.
He's like a
Hey,
leprechaun, isn't he?
take me out for dinner, baby.
I'm 4.5
go.
foot tall
We
and
are.
sexy.
had an ex stab me in the eye with a fork on a night out because I tried to
fork's
eat a bit of her kebab.
No, I understand.
And then he sent another message. Only positive was she dropped the kebab on the floor when she stabbed me,
No,
so
that's-
no one had it.
Karma. That's
What the
karma,
fuck's a
bitch.
motherfucker going with a fork and a kebab?
Yeah,
Well, you're just a hands man, are you?
Yeah, well, you fucking. It's a kebab.
I loved it. It was just like I put that message, I put that out, and all I had was that one line: "Had an ex stabbed me in the eye with a fork on a night out because I tried to eat a bit of her kebab."
for fuck's
I-
sake.
She likes her food.
Oh, it did me in. Fucking did me in.
So, do we have a request for this one to be read in an accent of some description?
I don't know. Do what you want.
Good evening, you pair of cunts. So my I can't be bothered. So my ex-missus from many moons ago used to keep a horse at my friend's yard where I used to stay at the weekends.
Now, right, let's just straight away.
Equine.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We know
There's
that
some
she's
crazy
going to stab
motherfuckers.
you because you're 3 seconds late from getting home because Google Maps said you could do it 2 seconds
That's
faster.
it. You know the ones.
Yeah, we've all been there. We went to agriculture college, Reds. We know the fucking score.
Yeah.
Luckily, I missed out on that.
No, unluckily, because they rode like fucking shit. Jesus Christ, could they ride a dick? So when I went there, I would still see her. At the time, I had a pet hamster. And one day,
Where is this going?
I don't know, but I wanted her.
It's like the,
What the hell? Put the
Eminem
hamster
song.
in her ass.
Shove a gerbil in your ass, through a tube.
How much Lego can you stuck up your bum? At the time, I had a pet hamster, and one day I went out for the day to go see some other friends. Upon returning to the house, I noticed my hamster cage's lid was slightly ajar. I then noticed that the hamster was missing and just assumed she got out on her own, as she had done before. I eventually found her dead in the house and thought the cats had her. A few years go by, and my ex tells me that she let my hamster out and gave it to our friend's dog,
No.
Jack Russell.
No.
Fucking bitch.
She did. Hold tight. She did this because I had upset her.
No.
Because I'd split up with her and was seeing someone else that she didn't like.
No.
Imagine being pissed off with someone and killing a hamster to take it out on.
No, people
Oh,
like
That's
mine.
really crazy.
bro,
on
people like that are not okay.
The
Like,
motherfucker split up with
seriously.
her and still let her stay round to look after her fucking gerbil.
I bet she had a saggy fanny.
Oh, I'm not being funny. People that do damage to animals or anything, like people
It's
that do damage to
innocent.
anything, like fuck that. Like people that slash up people's clothes and that. I'm like, what? Wait,
What's
what?
the point?
Why?
Just leave. Run
Petty
away.
Just fucking
pathetic.
go. Yeah, just go. I know they've obviously done some. There is no way in hell that any woman could do anything to me that would make me want to do anything physical to them or anything else that they owned, be it inanimate or animate.
What if they vandalised your coffee machine?
I wouldn't get. I'd just be like, "You're a crazy bitch," and I'm better than that. Like, fuck off. Like, no,
No.
Like people that key cars.
No,
and, like,
it's
no,
it's childish. It's
just
fucking
what
petty.
the fuck? Expect to kill.
Pick- like,
honestly, I
they're
think that's a
obviously a
different
cunt.
scenario.
Pick up,
You kill
move
my
on.
animal.
Oh,
then-
You
yeah,
get killed.
Oh.
You are going to become a statistic.
yeah, they will never find the body.
As I said earlier, their pronouns are going to be was and were.
yeah. See,
They are
my,
going to become,
And they gotta be there and everywhere.
they are going to become a veneer on a cellular level over the nearby scenery. They're going to be plant food for the next 25 years.
I'll show you a textured ceiling, you cunts.
All right, Kurt Cobain.
That was only a 20 bore as well. It was, at all.
Light load, only clay round.
Yeah. Clay round. Oh my god. Right, Dano, what you got for
I
us,
don't know.
mate?
You only sent me them ones.
Have
That's
I?
it. I got one more left.
This is not a professional outfit.
I'll send
it's
you.
not.
Marlon, do his, and I'll send you a couple more, mate.
Roger.
So this is cracking on from the last person. I also have another one of the same lass. But it's
Motherfucker, you want to
shorter.
pick some nicer misses.
It was a little before New Year's Eve. Being young and discovering things, we were doing kinky shit together. I remember being tied up, and the question that followed was, "What is your phone passcode?"
Oh,
No, no.
you are in a very
Fuck that bitch.
yeah.
Again, there was nothing on my phone, so she looked like a dickhead, and we didn't do any of that again. Trust is a massive thing for sure, but there are better ways to find out or ask than be weird. Hope this makes you laugh. Have a good one, boys.
Fuck. No. If you're the thing is,
The only tying up I'm doing is Chief.
yeah, like if you're getting tied up in a relationship, you want to be like fucking 10 years into that shit.
Yeah.
Or be very, very confident that neither of you are nutcases and none of you been playing away because you
Not
are
in the
a
first
very,
20
very
minutes.
vulnerable-
Fuck that.
You will probably lose your fucking Johnson in that situation. So fuck that.
I mean, you know how tornadoes and blondes are so alike. Well, first there's a lot of sucking and blowing, and then you lose your house.
Right, what have you got for us, Dan? I've sent you a couple more, mate.
Right. Had an ex-boyfriend that not only cheated on me and tried to get rid of the proof. Got rid of the poor woman out the window where she fell off the porch and on the drive, basically half naked, but also forgot to tell me he was on a probation after 2 years in prison.
Oh, fuck.
Lovely bloke.
Information I only found out after answering his front door to said probation officer. As you can imagine, it didn't last long.
Shit, you imagine getting caught with your pants down, just kicking the bird out the window. She just bounces off
Fucking
the
yeet.
bounces off the porch roof. Oh,
Can't tell whether it's Phil Collins or EastEnders about to start. Like, but could he feel it coming in the air tonight?
oh God. Right, I've got the next one. Ex-girlfriend called the police saying me and my dad were producing Class A drugs at home. Fast forward to 4:30 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, and the door of the house comes flying off.
This is definitely about Reg.
And we got raided. 12 hours in police custody, 3 months on bail, till the police decided it was a false accusation. Crazy girls are the best in bed, but sometimes you got to draw the line on craziness. Holy,
That's no.
Fucking steady on.
Boys, you look after yourselves out there, fuck's sake.
Yeah, make
Jesus.
sure you keep your still, your crack den, and all of everything else away from the missus.
yeah, man, just having it rent an industrial unit like every other sane person.
But they weren't doing anything illegal.
Yeah, that's why you go.
Allegedly.
It's just like, keep everything separate. Keep the woman you fucking away from the woman you marrying. Like, that's how to be a player 101.
Your man here's got a wag. He's got a wife and a girlfriend.
Right, what have you got for us, H?
It would be pretty obvious to him, but I'll tell you anyway. He was convinced I was cheating on him. Oh, we got another lady listener. That's like 4.
Oh, it's the rarest of all the Pokemon.
No, the rarest ones are the ones that aren't psychopaths.
Yeah, that's true.
He was convinced I was cheating on him with someone down the road, so pulled out a huge knife in front of me and then went down the road towards his house. I ended up calling the police. Unfortunately, we had a shitload of snow at the time. Well, sniff it, it'd go away, wouldn't it? He came back and tried getting in the house. He posted the knife through the letter box and broke my letterbox. The police arrested him. That's all we got. So she is psycho killer. Well, he is psycho killer.
What did the motherfucker achieve by posting the knife?
This is what I could
Delete.
do, but I've sent it first class and the Royal Mail are on a strike, so it'll be at you some point in the future.
Return to sender.
Address unknown.
Can you imagine if the Royal Mail just sent it back and be like, Shag, we can't deliver that.
I'm fucking double busy.
I have got Her Majesty's work to do.
Oh, Christ.
There's 18p postage duty on this.
Yeah, stamp duty paid.
Imagine having to sign for it and then getting stabbed with it.
That's not funny, but it is.
Fucking crazy bitches. Right. A nice little short one. I might actually better get this one right.
Right.
My ex cheated on me with the lad she told me not to worry about.
Oh, that old fucking
Just
chestnut.
that whole shit.
Jesus.
Then dumped me. Yep, that sounds about right. Fucking right. Her excuse was I was too depressed to be around after my dad had died the week before. The bitch.
She is a cunt.
You cold ass motherfucker.
Evil bitches. All right.
I got one here. No names. My ex-wife asked if she could use our frozen embryos to have another baby.
In the
Whoa!
quiet words of the Virgin Mary.
Come again? No. You don't. You
No.
don't.
Motherfucker took a learn out
If
of
you-
Brooklyn Nine-Now in your name.
If you don't want the orange, you don't get the juice, baby. No. No. Get to fuck. What the hell? That's fucking wrong.
She needs to push down the stairs.
God. Oh. Right. I got one here from. I'm gonna shout him out. Fuck it. Yorkshire Field Spurs. I fucking love you, Matt.
Hey, Yorkshire Field Sports.
He goes. I think I mentioned it before, but got dumped at my best mate's funeral. Apparently, I was bringing her down. Emma Smith, you are one of a kind.
Oh, the full shout out. Wow. What's her number?
Oh, it was a really good funeral as well. Drunk in Town Drive, Newcastle Brown, my mate's favourite drink. And my parents found out I got points on my licence driving back from uni when I found out her mate had been in an accident. Did Derby to Clevedon in 1:30. It's an hour 30. It's 150 miles. Her breaking up with me really put a downer on the funeral.
150 miles in an hour and a half.
That's shit.
I'm amazed that cunt did not end up like Nicky Ladd or Ayrton Senna.
That's shifting some.
Motherfuckers getting on with jobs.
That's not even breaking the speed limit. That's breaking the fucking sound barrier. Your man's got bollocks here. Me and him need to hit it up for a track day together because we're going to get on like a house on fire.
Gotta go,
some
dog.
boy, Matt. Some boy.
We need to meet. We need to sort this shit out.
You got another one, H?
Yes, I do. And I read the first sentence and I had to stop. So I'm going to try and read it out bareback from here on in.
Oh, right.
Because the first sentence made me go, holy shitballs. Are we ready?
Yep.
Evening Shagnuts. I could do it even more Tory if you'd like.
No.
Good evening Shagnuts. I've got more crazy ex stories about this particular ex than she's had hot dinners. The story started with me buying her a spa day for her and her best friend on her birthday. And this is as far as I got. And I was like, this is going to go badly. She went with said friend, but as soon as they got there, my missus at the time left. Turns out she went and met a friend of mine and ended up getting a Rogering in his car. After the
Why
event,
didn't she use the fucking spa day? Ungrateful bitch.
I haven't got the information. I don't have the facilities for that, big man. After the event, her friend decided it would be a good idea to call and tell me, which I obviously confronted my ex about. She then locked me in my flat, got a knife, and refused to let me out.
Oh,
There's a lot of
fuck.
knives floating
Why
around.
is it always a knife?
Well, I don't know, but I feel like Crocodile Dundee. You know, that's not a knife, that's a knife.
I see you've played Knifey Speedy before.
But wait, there's more. She took my phone and smashed it against the wall. A day later, she was out shopping, so I hurried to pack my shit into my car, but I worked out I had a spare 10 minutes. I thought I'd got the last laugh.
Shot on the bed.
Stroke the meat hose and shoot my man custard into her very expensive moisturiser. I feel like we've had this before.
It rings a bell.
Swear there was someone that dumped a load into the moisturiser before. Was that someone's mum?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was the mum.
Anyway, stroke the meat hose and shoot my man custard into her very expensive moisturiser that she wears daily. Called that a day and drove off into the sunset. A few years later, I got with my now ex-friend's missus. So your man's played Uno reverse card and already jizzed in the fucking gravy on the moisturiser front.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't allow it.
Violation.
All right, is everyone all done? Is that
I'm out,
Is that the end of
Yeah.
it? I've got one more, and this
Well,
one.
just one
You've always got the last laugh.
Well,
haven't you?
no, I
Oh,
just
wait,
it's proper.
there's more.
It's short and possibly the scariest one to date.
Oh,
love
damn it.
Yes, a girl let the handbrake off the tractor while I was behind it sucking up slurry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
oh,
like that's
shit.
Fucking.
That's like murder levels
yeah,
of intent.
that's like
That's
that's like really well thought out. Just like this will just be an accident. He didn't pull the handbrake up. I didn't know what any of the controls did. It just kept rolling back, and I was scared. Yeah, that.
She's still in the fucking cab.
What?
yeah. Well,
She's
by the
in-
sounds of it, she's in the cab. She's giving the old fucking
Yeah.
delete onto the park brake.
Which
Well,
means
he's-
he was still fucking
he's
meeting up
standing-
with her.
Well, yeah, but obviously it was all at the same time. You
Yeah.
fucking thick cunt. He's out the back putting the pipe
Yeah.
on. He's getting a 9-incher on, trying to suck up a big old load here, and she's sat in the cab going, "Oh, I love him so much. I'm gonna let the handbrake off."
She's
She
obviously.
lets the handbrake off. Cunt's rolling backwards. He's trying to run the cunt over.
What the fucking crazy motherfucker.
Goddamn.
What he said.
Well, we've. It seems like there's like a crazy bitch starter pack. So like, we got,
Next auction, we're doing that.
so kitchen knife,
My
smash the
perfect
phone,
Sunday.
smash the phone up.
Yep.
What else is there?
No. Oh, you
There's
said no.
definitely fucking the best friend.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a little bit of
fucking
that.
Or the
in there.
best
Fucking the
friend's
best friend.
missus.
Love
Yeah.
the best friend.
We've got a couple of them.
yeah. Offering to suck them off at any fucking point.
A little bit
regard-
of probation.
Oh, hang on.
probation.
If there's a funeral, there
Yeah.
must be a sexual act of some description involved.
or a breakup. Yeah.
Or a breakup. Yeah, breakup or funeral.
We're really finding the
Demographic of our listeners.
yeah, not
No, I think we knew that, really.
this has been wild. This has been a wild episode.
It's been eye-opening.
I've learned so much.
Yeah.
I've learned all about lawnmower racing. I've drank some amazing drink, and now we've learned about how bitches be crazy.
Bitches be cray cray.
And man,
Mate,
and man,
And
don't forget a man.
Yeah, and men. Some of the men are fucking whoa.
I mean, yeah.
Reg is lost for words. This is the first in 150 odd
Yeah.
whatever ever episodes.
No, I think he did this the other week.
That was
Yeah.
just the alcohol.
yeah, probably. But well, pimping ain't easy and hoes ain't cheap. So that's me done. Really,
You got to remember, the cheapest woman tends to be the one you pay for.
That's very true. That's very true. I feel blessed
Viva
to be with my
Street,
wife.
yeah.
I'm fucking blessed. Jesus. Right. I think we're about fucking fit to square off, then, aren't we?
Yeah,
All
I
done.
got nothing else to say.
Oh, well, fuck this off and
I've got
jump.
nothing left.
We'll jump in the hot tub. Right.
It's come too. It's
Right.
come too soon again, as always.
Yeah. Well, thank you, boys, for coming down. Appreciate
That's what
it.
she said.
Yeah.
Any fucking time,
It's been a
honestly,
fucking.
it's
It's
a
been a wild.
fucking
It's been a
pleasure.
wild one.
It's been a wild ride, I'll
I've
tell you
really
that.
enjoyed this one. This has been fucking nuts. Right. Yeah. Do all the shit you got to do. Like us, follow us, rate us, all
If you
that
want
stuff.
some turbo tea,
Hit us up.
Dano.bright98.
There's going to be some conversations in that tub in a minute. We're going to come up with a business plan.
Oh,
Right.
Let's get
Instagram.
Ollie Fox involved. We can get all the fucking VAT
We'll
back.
get get the financing arm sorted. Automover will haul it, and fucking Sean will get us the raw materials.
big jobs only.
I'm getting Chris Bradford to run the gin because that is smoking a bandit all the fuck. It's only 900 miles there and 900 miles back. I'll have that done by fucking Sunday.
And if you're horny and single and not a psychopath, hit me up. How you getting on?
Right, that's it. We're done. Right, you guys, it's been a fucking pleasure. I've been Rich.
Marlon.
I've been the nail.
And I've been H.
Right, and that's the end.
Oh.
Until next week.
Hey!